Bombs? He's talking.
No, I hear
Oh,
nothing.
there we go.
Frozen on my screen.
Heard.
Guys, is the feedback very bad? Because then maybe Fish and I will swap back to our previous way by only playing through one feed.
No. I prefer you talking to it like this. Because I didn't hear him a lot the other day.
I am hearing two.
It's a bit crazy.
Try muting yourself. How do you mute yourself these days?
You can't mute yourself. Oh, well. Oh, how are your...
Okay. Try now. Nada, say something.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Very faintly.
Faintly.
Faintly. Okay, she's going through my speaker now. But is there...
Okay. The double sound's gone. Bombs is
Better
not
this
clear.
way.
Bombs looks like he's ripping his hair out.
Is it not it?
Careful how you move closer. Remember, there's a camera right there.
Yeah, I'm just sharing his mic. I'm sharing.
Yeah, if it's better this way, we
Yeah.
can still...
Is it better this
Yeah,
way?
that's much better.
That's fine.
Now,
Just maybe
Okay.
turn. Can you turn your laptop so we can see?
Okay. Oh.
Oh, she go. Your laptop.
I just need to hear error. We are good to go.
Okay.
I also don't have mic in front of my coffee.
Oh, life is hard. Oh, on
No, it's so much better now.
Yeah, it makes it a lot easier.
I have third world problems now. I
Third world
install. Yeah, first world problem. Sorry, there we go. I installed Kodi yesterday. I am too damn lazy now to get out of bed to hit play. It is so hard. I want a remote now because my life sucks.
Well, either that or a kid.
They are more trouble than they're worth.
It's
Oh.
Cody.
Well, you watched
I'll tell
Cody.
you later.
You've been living under a rock.
I'll tell you later. It's fantastic. You'll hate me afterwards.
Can I tell you what most of my schedule's been? Sundays, Dragon Ball Super. Rest of the week, Critical Role.
Dude, like,
I completely understand.
I cannot wait for someone to get to that episode that I watched this morning because it was so ridiculous.
I was wrong. I'm not on 52. I'm on 49. One before their 50th episode.
But Spectre, did you watch it this morning? Like at 5 o'clock or something?
No, I watched it before I went to work.
Okay. you mean you had
And a
time?
lekker long breakfast.
Okay.
I
Wait,
think I'm on 64 now.
Okay, so
episode
this was 68, dude. This was the most
His
intense thing
name
I've
was-
ever seen.
Look and Dagger. I'm
I'm
quickly going to
close.
skip to the end and see what happens there.
On 68.
Yeah.
I really wouldn't if you haven't seen it, hey? Like if
No, I've seen it.
you've seen this
I've
one.
seen it.
Okay, so we'll chat later.
Yeah, Samundra has a weird way of
I-
watching. He started at like 50 and then he watched 51 and then 49 and then 52 and then 48 and then 53.
Methodical. I have literally gone
Yeah.
episode to episode, and I refuse to skip otherwise because I'm very much a story man. It mustn't.
No, I started with 1, I'm going from, and I went from there, I'm like 63 full now.
Spectre, I understand. I skipped to see what C is, and I have chicken skin. What's it? Goosebumps.
Dude,
all
I'm
over
like, there
again.
better be another episode or I don't know what I'm going to do.
You're safe. There are 11 more episodes
I
after
started watching the next one at work.
that.
During lunch.
Oh, lunch, yeah. Sure.
So I can see you sitting there eating your sandwich, growling at the...
I'm like, what's happening? Oh my god!
Spectre, when you starting? At
End of the month.
End of the month, okay. Oh, so like on the 30th
The first.
of November? Or the 1st of December?
One December.
Well, that's game better.
Okay, who else is feeling lucky tonight while we're waiting for Mark?
Where I come from, we call it December.
I don't know what you mean by lucky.
You know what lucky? If you know what lucky is, then I've got to. I don't know how to
He
explain it to you.
asks you if you're lucky, you give an answer, you roll a dice.
I don't think any of us have that, Steve.
Crash is still muted. You know that, right?
What?
I was just saying Crash is still muted.
Oh.
I'm letting him know that.
He knows.
Okay.
I'm guessing that's what we can. It's
Oh, we
very,
can hear
it's
bombs,
very
yes.
laggy.
Oh, we can hear him.
You guys think maybe Yoko's giving Crash a piece of her mind now. So he's just sitting there taking it all in the ear.
So that's why
comments.
he's muted.
Nah.
Now she's cucking all of you out.
Ooh.
Good mute. Good mute.
She's gonna.
I
Have,
ain't scared of Yoko.
she's gonna have to roll intimidation before we care.
No, he's gonna have to roll for frightened because he's gonna have a DC save when he comes here.
Who?
For
When you want to come bribe.
yeah. Oh goodness. Yeah.
Is Crash in Cape Town or in Joburg again?
In
Joburg.
Cape Town.
Oh, he's
Are
coming.
you back on?
Yeah.
In that case, we might need to start saying nice things about Yoko.
Such a two-face.
He hears everything you guys say.
So unfortunately, I've never said anything bad about
Never
it.
stopped.
I
Me.
regret
Never stopped
nothing.
me before.
Hey Yoko, this is Gabran speaking. I regret nothing.
Don't forget, she won a gun at the...
Heard the gun.
And I've got 2 paintball guns.
Are you ready
Yeah.
for the shit now, eh?
Pierce, roll a d12 for me, please.
Are we streaming it?
For reasons, yes, we are streaming.
So where's the game, the music, the ambience?
I'll go for
Where are all my players?
We're still waiting for bombs to sort out this.
Speaking of ambience, I completely forgot to use mine with Jorgen's fault.
I didn't want to say anything because I wasn't sure what you were going for.
Yeah, I set it up. I forgot about it. Yeah, but I did want to ask, when you added it, your jukebox is empty, guy, or is it just me?
It starts empty, then you put things in.
But I thought you already had things in.
I do,
Okay,
but yours is yours and mine is mine.
okay. Which panel do you grab the music from? Oh, there we go. Creepy Cave by John.
I use Fan. It's got the most stuff.
Okay, and it doesn't violate Creative Commons.
A couple of them did, but I'm just trying not to use those if I can remember what they were.
Because let me open my game quickly while we're doing this. We can also discuss roles while we're doing this.
Yeah.
Do you not want to do that now?
What rolls?
I'm sure I heard music.
Yeah,
I can
there
hear
is. But
Yeah,
not
but
with
that-
mine.
Yeah, but yours. I can hear music. Lots of it.
No.
That might have been my PC.
Okay.
That house had no jukebox. There was no music playing in that house.
Was it Korn and Metallica? And,
Yeah,
In
something.
Flames?
Metallicorn.
Metallica.
I grabbed from Incompetech, the third last bar, because they say, and provided to use under a Creative Commons license for game ambiance. So
Well, that-
I grabbed all my
that's-
stuff from there.
That's probably better. The Fanburst's got more sound effect stuff, I found.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that's where you get your... that magical beast that we have not faced yet.
Yeah. There's lots of magic. There's lots of magical beasts you haven't faced yet. I've been building my repertoire today. That's pretty much what I spend most of my time.
Your
on.
repertoire. Okay.
Today's birthday.
Rick?
Can it really be Christmas already?
You're supposed to fly out of this country tomorrow. How?
Well, I'll make sure that I'm on time.
So, I mean, I can start telling you what's going on.
I
Bomb
think...
City is here.
I
Okay,
can,
you can see
I
and hear
can
us, so
see and
you
hear
can
you.
type.
Okay.
Okay, but maybe it's just a connection issue and it'll come right at some stage.
I see Oh, okay.
Red lorry, yellow lorry. Red lorry, yellow lorry.
Channeling Pierce.
Okay.
Okay, so
Playing
I'm gonna
games.
tie your shoelaces again, old lady.
This one goes over, that one goes through the hole around the back, over the hoop, ankle, back, forward, back.
okay, I can see you. Can I hear you? This is the trick.
Good evening, bombs.
Hi, Bombs.
Yeah, you bombs.
Oh.
Okay, the image isn't moving, but that's good enough. I can hear you clearly now. Right, so last time in this amateur hour circus.
Awkward band of adventurers who walk around it.
Last time on amateur hour D&D.
I like that.
That works. That actually works.
Where's my ambience now? Okay, so
Very busy.
you assaulted the lair
Tower.
of Vithraxa or something along those lines. Vixtra. I've got to put another vowel in there to make it easier to say.
No, you've got it right. It's Vixtra.
Okay, so you've made your way to the lair of Vixtra after quite an interesting journey with some things that you discovered along the way. You
Build a boat.
what? Oh, we built a boat. Yes, you built a boat. You met a strange, eccentric old dude. You saw a dragon flying around. You tied shoelaces together. You met Shihiro, your latest party addition.
Tied her shoelaces together.
Okay, so you have cleared the first part of the cave. I believe you took a rest because I saw some hit die stuff rolling in the
Short rest.
Short rest, yes.
thing.
Big London humans get hit.
So
But
you
before the short rest, I spent some healing on Tariq. I rubbed some basil into her wounds.
Basil.
It also flavors turkey
are
quite
you
nicely.
preparing her for cooking?
Mhm.
Okay, so the room you find yourselves in is empty at the time being. There's a bit of detritus and rubble strewn about. It's a fairly dark, rocky cave, and there's a heavy curtain hung along the north wall.
Oh.
Would you presume that this wretched spider beast is beyond that curtain?
Oh, definitely. They were signaling to us to go upwards last time anyway.
Yes,
So I'm
but
pretty certain
But
she's up there.
immediately behind it?
they
Because
called
in
it.
that case, then I recommend we send the strapping young lad
Ronan.
in first.
Yeah, that worked so
Check
well
that
last
for
time.
me. I don't remember what we did.
Okay, what do you want to do?
Oh, the old lady has a point. You are the one with the shield.
Okay, you say it's just a loosely hanging curtain.
Well, it's a heavy curtain, like a canvas material.
Ooh,
Very
I'm sorry.
dirty.
Can I take
Short
the curtain?
rest. I regain one half of my one spell. Half of my
your-
level.
Half your levels
Spell
rounded down.
power, yes.
There we go. Thank you.
Okay.
So if you level 2, you get 1 spell point.
If you're level 1, you also get 1 spell point. Okay.
I
So-
take the curtain. I tell everyone, just be ready in case anything happens. Obviously, shield out. And I think my mate.
Mhm.
And I just want to see if I can push the curtain slightly and take a look and see inside.
Okay, perception check.
I believe it is suns out, guns out.
I'll, as he's lifting the curtain, you without breaking stealth, just peek around as well.
Okay.
I meant to do that before he rolled. I'll just continue with my action then.
Okay, that's fine.
Stealth, yeah, you sneak inside. The
Okay, so
spider noticing.
the entire cavern ahead of you is bathed in a bright blue light. Throughout the room, you see long strands of sticky rope hanging from the ceiling. A kobold, wearing a skull as a hat and using a human femur bone as a staff, stands at the opposite end of the chamber. Behind him is a huge pile of discarded bones and smelly refuse. He grabs a metal Laughing maniacally.
Grabs a metal lever.
What do you want to do?
Oh, so, is there anybody that can
I'm gonna
shoot?
stop him from.
Ronan, you sense that there's something else in the room, but you're not sure what.
We don't see this, only they see it. So unless
Yeah.
he's telling us that this
Okay,
is
I see blue things, blue sticky things hanging from the ceiling, you say?
I think I'm actually going to dart. Well, as he try to shoot him with my bow from stealth. As soon as I see him, trying to hit the arrow.
Okay, let me give you some
Slow down.
vision.
No, as I say, we're looking down. I just don't know how far.
Okay,
Oh,
so I'm
Charman.
going to,
He's got his hand on the lever, but he didn't pull it yet, right?
he's reaching for it the way I understood it.
Well, he's going.
Okay, so I guess I missed, but then I dart back and use my bonus action to hide again.
You shot for 11. That is a miss.
Okay, then I just hit back there and use my bonus action to
Okay.
go back into stealth.
Sure.
Oh, I should roll for stealth.
Yes, you should.
Did we roll initiative because he shot?
I'll
Vanish.
give you the surprise attack, but it missed. So he is now wearing. So he knows you're there. What do you want to do?
Well, I guess I'll use my action.
Actually, you're good. That's a good point. Roll initiative.
Everybody.
Needed someone that could hit to shoot first.
I just hear bloop, 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 bloop.
Wait,
Sorry, I should have.
Don't forget to select your. Select
I had my
yourself.
character select. What the hell?
Okay, who am I missing? Ronan
Oh.
and
Because I measured.
Pierce.
I'm on 2.
I'll just fix mine.
Ronan's on 2.
Oh, wait, the entire system just disconnected, and it's like it's coming back.
How does stealth work? What do I do if I want to hide?
If you want to hide, you roll a stealth roll, and then that determines how well you are hiding. Who else is missing from my list here?
Me. I don't know why I rolled Billy. What do I?
What did you roll?
Why am I never on the list?
I don't see your roll at all. Oh, there it is.
rolled
16.
16.
16. You got to make sure your token's selected.
Yeah, when I measured,
1,
I
2,
accidentally
3, 4,
selected
5, 6.
my
Okay, I've got everybody on the order.
Ooh, kill it.
Okay,
He's gonna have a bad day.
what's happening? You're all still behind a curtain.
Is this still counted as a bonus that we have movement still, and then it only starts?
It's now a new round past the surprise, so it's everybody now.
Everybody,
I'm lost,
everything. Starting with Tariq.
Shouldn't be pulls the trigger, whatever it is. Might be a trap.
I turn to
Yeah, I agree.
Tariq, who's a little faster than the rest of us. Well, actually, I think Tariq and I are pretty much on par in terms of the fastness. Let's try shoot him from here, and without anybody going past this curtain.
Okay. All right. Do you want to go or
Well,
You can
you're
go
not the
first.
same initiative.
You can go first.
Okay.
I think both of us can stand here type thing, and you stand to my right-hand side. So like,
Okay.
we pull the curtain aside, and we do what we need to do from there.
Okay.
Like, I'll
All
hold the curtain for you or something, or we push it aside.
Okay.
I'm sure. it
There's
should
a
be
question. What's holding the curtain up?
It's attached to metal rings at the top of the cave.
So is it possible to rip it down?
Give me a strength check.
fine. I'm not going to use my action for that.
Well, that's what
Can
I'm
anyone
saying.
check the cave out with perception? See what else is in the cave.
We checked last time in our general vicinity, and that's when we found the 2 traps that we had missed earlier. So we haven't checked the new
strength
cave.
save. I'm supposed to be strength check. Sorry. Clicking the wrong thing.
Oh, it's not your turn. More importantly,
No, okay, no, but that's what I was saying. I didn't know if it was like a thought of a bonus. Otherwise, I'm not going to worry about it right now. Like, that's their turn.
Okay. All right. I am going to attack with my heavy crossbow.
From behind the curtain.
I think
No, we're pulling the curtain aside.
Pulling the curtain aside. Okay. 18 is a hit.
The cannon.
Just want to check. Thing.
Don't go in. I was saying, let's hold the position, or do you not have that kind of
Crossbow.
range?
No,
I think
chill out
the
the
two, the
range.
two of them are talking.
Oh.
Tarika was saying.
Wait.
Tarika was saying, let's do it from behind the curtain.
Stop there.
Yeah.
Want to see something? Are you moving or not moving? Because this is a problem
No,
now.
no. Yeah, no, sorry, I'm not moving. Yeah.
That's a bit...
I'm staying behind the curtain.
We had discussed it.
Well,
Yeah.
then I looked up and she was in the room, so I started checking something.
Okay.
And then you've now changed the action,
call.
so I'm like...
Oh, okay. I'll do that. I didn't see. My screen is a bit cluttered. So let me go back to where I was.
You are where you were.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, we're listening to Mars and staying there.
Okay, well, can we do the shot?
Yeah, I was trying to work out the shot, and then people had moved, which is different stuff I need to do. Okay, so peering around the curtain, you raise your heavy crossbow, you fire the bolt. What's the range on a heavy crossbow?
100.
No, that should be plenty. Okay.
Yeah.
Bolt sails true across the room, catching the Kobold Shaman in the shoulder, and a spray of blood where it impacted. Blood and little
Okay.
bits of blood and little bits of bone and sinew.
Okay.
Is he
good.
still alive?
Yes.
Okay. Now I'm reaching across and pulling the curtain aside for Lysander.
Thank
Okay.
you. Alright, then I'm going to take my turn to do...
So you're ending your turn is more what I'm getting at.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm ending my.
Just the over.
Then I'm going to take my turn and I'm going to use a magic missile on the Kobold Shaman.
Okay.
It's asking me what level to cast. I can only cast it at one level. Actually, can I? At level 2 you can't get level 2 spells, eh?
No.
It's only at level...
No.
At level 3.
That's a weird question for them to ask it then.
Well, it always asks you what level it's going to cast at.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 12 damage. Raise your hand, I think it is. You don't have a focus, or do you?
No, I want to use my actual hands as...
Okay, so you raise your hand, 3 glowing... I'm going with red. Red glowing darts of energy appear.
Different.
Isn't yours magic red?
Yeah, my magic is red, yeah.
Okay, so
I just-
three red glowing darts appear in front of your hand, and you kind of do a pushing motion, and they fly across the room and thud into the shaman's chest in rapid succession. He's staggered, but not down yet. Anything else?
I'm going to step back to allow the next ranged person through. I'm going to take one step behind Tariq, like that. So if somebody else wants to come in and throw something in him...
Read his field. Nice.
Okay. Kobold. Okay. Just need to check something. Please just bear with me.
No problem.
I hate
Oh,
this
that's
situation.
super handy. Okay.
we can see that, eh?
Hmm?
We can see what you just casted.
That's sorry. You see him casting a spell, blue energy. His wounds start. Well, you would
Damn
have
it.
had the description anyway. Okay, but okay, you saw the number, which is unfortunate.
I'm just warning you, because last time you weren't sure.
Yeah, that's not supposed to. No, man, this one's not set properly. All the rest of them are, I think.
There's always one that's
No, but
slips
I
away.
didn't create this one, so it should have been done correctly by the people who made the map.
Ah. Okay.
Okay, right. So things have happened, and stuff. He's going to duck down behind the lever to try.
Never.
Yes. That thing.
Oh, okay. All right. It's yours. Okay.
Is my screen?
Can you guys see everything on your screen?
No,
I'll
we're
just help with the
missing
zoom.
the top row.
We can only see to about, yeah.
Okay. My screen is now in focus. I was completely in the wrong place.
Is that better?
Okay. Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Right, Aaron.
In hearing distance of if I shout.
What?
Is in within hearing distance if he shouts.
Yeah. You
Can I talk to said Komold then?
Yes, you can.
I try to convince the Komold to tell us who else is in there with him.
You try and convince the kobold
And
to
where they
tell
are.
you?
Who else is in there with him and where they are?
No one
Okay.
else. We're all behind the curtain, like sissies.
No, he's saying he wants to try convince the kobold to reveal if there's anybody else in the room. as well.
Oh.
You can give it a try. Give me a persuasion roll.
How did it? Oh god.
So you shout to the kobold shaman across the room. Who is in there with you? And you hear back a stream of goblin expletives. Or kobold expletives. Lysander understands it, but he can't repeat it in a lady's presence. I'm battling a little bit with the...
Struggling to hear you now on this last. Type it.
We can hear you a little.
Yeah, it's
We're
very
just
very
very
laggy.
choppy.
If you have no room yet.
You would have to be on the other side of the curtain, and it's going to be your full action.
I want to just pretty one minute. Yeah.
Okay, so you'd have to be at least in one of these blocks.
That's good. Okay. I'm gonna.
Okay, and you want to check for traps.
So what else can I first?
Can you?
Probably better to type.
Yeah, you just every second word is just cracking or breaking up.
Can you throw an axe?
If it's not a thrown weapon, by default it'd be
A
at the
hand axe. I think you can. I just want to check. It's a hand axe, right?
I'm checking.
Yes, this is hand axe, which is
Oh, it's a thrown,
It
yes.
is thrown.
It
Range
is.
60 and
26.
26. It should be plenty. Yeah, sure, go for it.
Whoa.
Just roll
Right.
attack with the axe. $12. Okay, so you take your axe, you kind of sort of
26
raise it.
Disadvantage.
It wasn't with disadvantage. It's still a 12. So you take your axe, you raise it, you fling it in a tomahawk fashion towards the shaman. It goes end over end over end and slams into the cavern wall behind his head in with a loud thunking noise.
Clunk.
I'm gonna ride.
I didn't catch that.
He says it's gonna go hide in the corner, but I don't know how many feet he moved.
Right, okay. Where did you move? Where did you move from?
5,
Okay, so you've got 15 feet of movement. Okay, that's fine. Pierce.
I am going to move into this spot and check for traps. Would that be investigation or perception?
It's perception.
Waiting for click. Anytime today.
The click is like America.
Okay, see if that helps. It sometimes does. Oh, sorry, there's the roll. I'm busy waiting for this thing to appear. 17. Okay, so you have a quick look around. As you get sort of an ominous feeling coming from above you, and as you look up, you see two things. First, you notice a large sort of bone cage hanging from the ceiling, but slightly further into the cave, you notice something else, which is a bit difficult to make out against the sort of darkness of the roof of the cavern. There appears to be a large body with 8 legs
Ooh.
on the ceiling.
Ah.
Can you mark them on the map, please?
You have to describe it to us.
I can do lots of things.
Yeah, as soon as
Is that they can hear me?
That's a lot better.
Look on the map. Okay, well, while you put them on the map, for the rest of my action, I'm just going to warn the rest of the party of what I saw, the trap and then the spider. And if that broke stealth, I'll head back and hide, because that's my full action. I'll use my bonus action to hide. If it broke stealth, if it didn't break stealth, I'll just head back.
You would have to stealth again.
Okay, no problem. I'm pushing the button and waiting for the roll.
Because the reason being, if you want to reason, the shaman knows you're there, so he would have seen you come through the curtain.
Okay, well, I'm probably not stealth, but at least I'm behind the wall.
Okay, behind the curtain's fine.
So I'll move back to that corner. It's my hole.
Your little hovel. Go hide in your hovel.
See something. Okay, Shahiro, what would you like to do?
Have you marked with cages? Sorry, maybe I'm not seeing it.
The cage is in the ceiling.
It would have a rough area, surely, more or less. Same place as the spider.
I will be moving in. 5, 10, 15. Past the curtain. 20. Oh, the cage is there.
Watch the cage!
The cage is there. Thank you for the information. I forgot your name. Pierce, I found it quite useful. Let's see how you like this. I will be... Yes. When I look up, do I see the spider?
Give me
Or is it enshrouded in darkness?
a perception check.
Well, I already told them it's there.
They know it's there. Shiro doesn't know exactly where yet, so I want to see how good his eyes are. Yeah, that's fine. You can make out the shape of the spider. You know where it is.
Foul beast!
And
I will be touching it.
give me a wisdom saving throw.
Definitely. Wisdom save.
Like, that's not a wisdom saving throw. Okay, so
it's-
you vividly recall nightmares that plagued you, that brought you to return to Miriam Vale, and this is in fact the creature of those nightmares.
You have kept me up for too long. Release the chill touch.
It terrifies you.
Oh no! I don't release the chill touch.
I know your attack's fine for now, but you'll be terrified in the next round. Frightened.
All right.
Okay.
Does the chill touch hit?
19. Yes. So that's 6 necrotic damages. Chill touch. Like a beam. What is it?
It's a spectral hand that manifests. It's ghostly skeletal hand.
Okay, so you this skeletal hand like manifests and shoots forward from you and kind of grasps onto one of the spider's legs, causing it to skitter a little bit.
Now I'll hold on to you like you held onto my dreams. And
Just a woman with a phobia whacking her with a big boot.
And it 8 points until the start of my next turn.
Okay.
You're gonna
That's
stay
me.
Give me another wisdom saving throw for the end of your turn.
Oh goodness.
Can he
I was
move?
planning
or-
on staying where I am.
Another wisdom
So
save.
this is to break the fear. Not quite. You are still super scared of spiders.
Arachnophobe.
What's the?
Is it?
I was
You see
what's this cage?
Pierce making a note in a little diary.
That's something that Pierce saw in the ceiling.
Okay.
I described it as a bone cage. Oh, yeah. It was described to me as a bone cage. I described it as a bone cage.
Okay. Big enough for the spider.
None of this crazy shit.
Yes.
Sorry, I know it's not mine to attack. But okay.
Ronan.
I'm trying to see if I can see anything, but basically there's just people in front of me blocking me from possibly going past to get into the rooms.
You can walk past them.
Then
Yeah.
what?
You can walk past them.
You can walk past friendly things.
Woman up the way.
Actually also
What little old me?
Shut all forward one square. Go on. Come on.
Deck save!
Give me a sec.
Would it help if the cage gives you cover?
In a way.
Well, the only thing I can do is basically, if you say I can get past this person and I can get in, so that's 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Then I want to move to there.
Okay.
And that's all I can do. Wait. Before I move, actually, I want to cast Bless
You cast
on
less.
3. Yes.
I like that.
Cast Bless on 3 people. I want to cast it on... Who's the 3 people right? The 2 people of range.
Lysander
I
and...
guess it doesn't show the person's name. It just shows the icons in the...
That's me.
That's Tariq.
That's under Lysander. That's Tariq.
So, okay. Bless on this person, bless on this person, and bless on... Before I move on, then this
Bless.
person.
Oh, on me. Okay.
Is there a way of putting a logo on somebody's icon?
Yes. It is happening right now.
So, okay, I cast
No,
Bless
no,
on them.
their
What-
name.
The name's there. It's just under the other. It's under the other
What-
token.
What Bless does is...
I
only
don't
see
see
your own
anybody's
name.
names. No, it doesn't.
okay.
Oh, that's where
What
I can
Bless-
see names.
Please.
Bless does this as a concentration spell for up to 1 minute. Basically, any 3 creatures that are whenever they attack or make saving throw before the spell, they get to roll an extra a d4, number 2 their attack roll or their saving roll.
Okay, so
Plus a d4 extra on your attack and saving throw.
Mr. Ronan, I've got something special for you.
Obviously, you do.
And of
I
course,
just saw something. If you mouse over the initiative, it highlights the person you're mousing over.
oh, that's handy.
Yeah, just noticed it
And-
now.
Along with that, if you go into your character sheets and do the little cog at the right, there's a setting underneath that. Add character name to template. You just need to turn that on.
Okay, so this would be the one time this thing didn't bloody announce what I was trying to do. Moving into the room, you see 8 sets of eyes sort of tracking what you're doing, and suddenly you find yourself not so able to move. You are webbed to the floor.
Do I get a strength throw to see if I can break out of it?
It will be a strength check, and it's still your turn, but you've already taken an action.
Yeah, but at the end of your turn, don't you get a chance?
No, that's for fear and all these other things.
I guess I'm webbed to the
So
floor
this,
side.
you'll need an action to break that.
Okay.
Okay, Rick.
Radio.
Remember to get
Webbed is just to
four on your attacks.
you are restrained. So restrained, I think his movement is 0. Restrained.
A restrained creature's speed becomes 0 and it can't benefit from any bonuses to its speed. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage.
Yeah.
The creature has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
That is correct. Right, Tariq.
Okay, I am going to attack with my ranged weapon.
Okay, attack who?
The spider or the kobold?
The goblins so that you can get in the room.
You're gonna attack the spider. Okay.
Yeah.
We
Okay,
should
and it's my
get a
head.
goblin 3/4 down and we just leave it there so no one can come in the room.
We still don't know what that lever does or if it's related to the trap.
It is currently Tariq's turn though, guys, so...
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna swing my heavy crossbow. Eee.
At the
Roll 1d4.
At the spider.
at the spider.
Yeah.
Okay, 11. The heavy crossbow goes twang.
Also rolls a d4.
15.
The heavy crossbow goes twang, and the bolt embeds itself into the ceiling of the cave, thunk, next to the spider.
Sorry, guys.
Would you
Okay.
like to do anything else?
No, I can't do anything else. It's your turn, Lysander.
11 is a twing, 15 is a twang. Yep. Okay, Lysander.
Cool. If I step one step into the room there, is the kobold under cover or what's the case?
Its view is slightly concealed behind the
So is it like hard
vault.
cover?
Yeah, I'll call it hard cover.
Cool. Another arcane missiles.
Okay.
Magic missiles.
Yeah, Alexander. Take out that kobold, he looks shady.
Just because you got a skull for a helmet.
Yeah.
8. Okay, so you step into the room once again. You raise your hand. The 3 bolts of energy appear. There's sort of like a red light, sort of illuminating the cavern a little bit as they streak across. In a sort of diagonal across his chest. He staggers and steadies himself on the lever.
Okay.
Guys,
Master my
imagine how
movement.
that looks shadows against the wall.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like spider flashes.
Did that count Mars being blessed?
I've
Doesn't
got
miss.
automatic. I've got automatic hits on that.
Does
Oh,
less damage
okay.
but it doesn't miss.
I'm taking a step back behind Tariq for the end of my turn,
Okay.
and Yeah, that's it.
Right.
Another spell.
El Shamino. Let's see what we can do here.
Dodgy healed.
Okay, so you see the shaman waving his femur bone around, and he's sort of glowing with a yellowish light. Just want to check this. $20 okay. Are we in agreement that that's a 20-foot radius?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You can also edit the model and then add a 20-foot thing about it.
Yeah, but I need
see
to
it.
figure something to center it on.
Choose. Oh, is he casting from?
Yeah,
That.
it's going to appear somewhere there. I just
Uh,
want to...
Yeah. So then you choose that square. Then you can also choose
So,
the.
guys, it's a little bit awkward to try and figure out how to put this thing down on the map. I'm just grab a thing and just give it an aura.
Yeah.
Where did the cobalt come from?
It's holding an aura. It's not actually there. Okay, so the starting from where the kobold is standing, you see a yellowish, sort of sickly coloured smoke starting to appear, and it expands rapidly throughout the cave and fills the room essentially in the area that that is highlighted there.
I can't see the highlight, but that's okay. We'll measure it out. Yeah, it affects me.
Why can't you see it?
I don't know, but that's okay.
I can't see it.
I can't see it either.
Me neither.
Can you see it now?
Nope.
Nope. You know what? Grab a draw a shape. Just draw a shape.
I was just
Okay,
about to
let me just draw around it.
I don't know why I didn't think of that.
Choose a circle.
hold
Yes,
Alt for
if
circle.
you have alt.
What?
Ah,
Oh,
making progress. Hang on.
look at
I think that's a close approximation almost.
It's actually pretty
let's-
decent. Yeah,
There we
you
go.
got it. You got it.
Yeah, it's
Perfect.
perfect.
Okay. So let me just delete my little friend there. Okay, so the red encircled area is filled with this yellow, scary looking smoke. Let me see if he's going to do anything else.
Should we make a save?
And I'm halfway in and halfway out, or
Fully in.
You are in the smoke.
Lysander, you safe.
Behind you. My only concern is now there's a curtain, and the only way for me to shoot past the curtain is to go through that stuff, or for someone to rip the curtain down on their way out.
Well,
Uh,
I can do it on my turn.
We need you to DPS.
okay, right. No, there's no rolls or anything at this stage. Next is Aaron.
What did the shaman do? I thought the spider was the cloud.
No, the shaman.
shaman
The
was
shaman
the
made the cloud.
Can I go grab Shadira and pull her out of the cloud affected area?
You can.
Does it work? No idea.
Who do you want to
So
draw
I
out?
hold my breath. I hold my breath and then
And draw a square. You want to pull Shahira out. Does Shahira want to be pulled out?
I won't mind. It's okay.
Okay, so I'll let you do that as an action with no roll in, because Shahira's not fighting you.
Thank you,
Okay, and then
child.
can I and then pull them out while ripping the curtain? I don't mind action. I want to get rid of the curtain and open up the ranges.
You're holding Shahira, you want to run out and grab the curtain. Give me a acrobatics check.
I'll grab the curtain if his hands is full. I'll sacrifice my action on my own for that.
I've
Never done it.
action maybe.
Acrobatics.
I'm not
So
an acrobat.
as you run past the curtain, you try and grab it, but it's very dusty and it sort of slips through your fingers.
Okay, but I've grabbed.
You've pulled
Shahira out of the-
Shahira with you.
Thank you, son.
That's about it. Yeah.
Okay.
What else can I do?
That's it if you're gonna.
That's it. Alright.
Okay, so Ronan, you hear a loud thud or like a thump next to you. I don't know if a thud, a thump. You feel like something very large just landed next to you.
I can see it when it lands.
No, you can't.
I've got dark vision.
Does that help? Let me check something.
It means I can lightly see it if it's 30 away from me.
It's not dark though. It's obscured.
Is it?
Good. It's under conditions, right?
Yes.
So you mean that there's something else other than the spider?
No, it means this is the cloud. It's this fog. We can't see through the fog.
Oh, that's gonna be a problem.
It's not under conditions. Damn it. Where's that stupid thing?
What did you cast?
Fog
Fog
cloud.
Not for the rest of us to use as meta.
Yeah, listen to him.
Yeah.
Oh man, this was so easy to find earlier. I don't know what the hell I looked for.
I'll find
Doesn't matter if I see it or not. We can go on.
Well, I do want to know if it works. Environment, vision, and light. Here we go. Heavily obscured blocks vision entirely. Suffers from the blinded condition. There we go.
okay.
But does it
Blinded
suffer from
is-
blinded too? then?
Blinded creature can't see and automatically fails any ability check that requires sight. Attack creature have advantage and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. If it was using eyes to see you, yeah, it would have a problem.
It's a spider. It has eyes. 8 of them I think I learnt in school.
And what are you currently attached to?
Something that he doesn't need his eyes for.
There we go. So, you... Well, actually, let's see what happens first.
To find me, not to bite me.
Does a
Still
six?
need
Does a
eyes.
16 hit you?
Nope.
Do I hear the thud?
Where are you standing?
Me.
Perception check.
So,
Shouldn't we all do perception checks if we're in that range?
Well, if you want to see if you
you're
can hear it.
obscured in the cloud. It's right next to me.
No, you. Shahira did not hear it.
Okay.
Tariq, you heard a thud noise coming from inside the cloud. Actually, just need to roll a d6. Okay. Lysander, you did not hear it.
Alright, do I have to roll a thing?
You don't have to. It's if you want to see if you could hear what Ronan heard.
What? Oh, sorry, I'm just looking for this perception.
Yeah.
I'm not very...
Not very perceptive.
Main
You-
collector, this is quite a well put out piece of combat.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you. It's completely by the seat of my pants. Okay, so Aaron, you also heard the thud of something heavy landing inside the cloud in the cave. Just want to see. Okay, Pierce.
I am, since I can't shoot very well or see very well in the cloud. Why can't I select myself now?
Because you have
Because
a
you
tool
don't
or
have
something.
the
Ah,
arrow selected.
Yes, I don't have the arrow. Thank you. I will move there and I will rip down the curtain.
Okay.
Action right.
Dex me. Acrobatics me. You can use
I'm
acrobatics,
sorry, while he's doing
acrobatics
it.
or athletics, your choice.
Definitely acrobatics.
You did roll. It's just taking a while to get.
So you grab the curtain and you heave and sort of swing on it to like loosen it at the top. You hear a ripping sound and start seeing it going out of the rings holding it into the top of the ceiling. As it is quite a big curtain. Can I get a dex saving throw from everyone in these blocks?
Oh, okay, Dex.
Me as well.
Yes.
Dex saving.
Killed us all with the curtain.
And we roll a d6 extra on saving throws, right?
It's a d4. What was Bless?
D4.
It's an extra d4.
So whatever your thing is plus 4 to it. Well, I mean, roll a D4.
This is why you do not
Okay,
tempt
so
the
anyone
gods.
who rolls 12 or higher are able to dive out of the way of the curtain before
Well,
it lands.
Shiro needs to roll a D4 still.
No, I'm not
Shira's
blessed.
not blessed.
Oops. Old lady ringing the ears.
Okay, so the curtain has now landed on you. You're going to need to use an action to pull it off you to get out from under it. It's a very big, heavy thing.
An old hag. I save you from inside the room when you get whacked by a curtain.
TPK by curtain. It's going to be glorious. Pierce, you want to do anything else?
That was my action, right?
Yes.
So what
I'll
happens
just-
to
since
those
I'm
who
moving
have to
upstairs,
the room?
I'll move back.
Hang on, I couldn't hear everyone there.
Past the
Sorry.
trap.
Sorry, finish, Pierce.
I just
You're
move
stepping
back
back.
myself.
So
What happens to those of us that didn't make the save?
You need to use an action to pull the curtain off of you.
So you can...
You are super not hidden, but it's in another room, so it's fine.
So
Shihiro,
I'm just rolling for whatever. I'm completely behind the wall.
Yes, but none of you can see through this.
None of us.
You can't see anything. In other words, you saw from the curtain, you have no vision. So,
You are correct. So
so-
Yes.
So,
With Dobby.
It's unfortunately the situation we've been put in, dude. Nothing we can do about it. We don't know
as-
that you're there and that you're stuck.
as I use
Everybody
my
blow the smoke away or whatever it is.
Nope.
as I
Not
use
on
my
that.
action to move the curtain from myself.
Thank you for
so you
saving
pull
Iran, my child. What will the Ronin?
So you
Where is Ronan?
you pull yourself out from under the curtain. You're coughing amidst the dust and other stuff that was. So, yeah.
Ronin is in there alone.
RP, it's
Practically,
awesome.
that's how this all goes down. I stand alone. Which is also a good song.
at least you've got the armor.
You're not exactly dead. Calm down.
I'm using half my movement to stand up.
It didn't knock you prone.
No,
okay.
it's just action.
That would have been awesome. Now I remember that.
I thought it would have knocked them prone and they would have had half movement, not lose their action.
I can't do both of those. That's quite big.
Thank you, Iran.
Or can I?
But I think it's time to be the hero.
And I run in.
The Shihiro.
I'm going to run as fast as I can, so by full movement, straight in. So yes, I will be running underneath the cage.
Okay.
5,
He
10,
can't see you under there. So he doesn't know you there.
Right.
So he can't pull the trap.
5, 10,
Surely you know that the cage is there.
You hear
He doesn't know. We're under it, so he doesn't know when to pull the lever.
as you
He's heavily obscured.
pass there, you hear a loud screeching noise,
Mm-hmm.
followed by a thunk and a click.
Mm-hmm.
I would like you to please
You can't tell me that he can see us because the cloud makes it that no one can see.
Spider, you there?
Oh, so the spider pulling the lever.
Spider pulled the lever.
It's an alerting. It's really cool. So, deck saving throw, please.
I clicked it.
+4. Roll a d4.
I'm not blessed.
Still not blessed.
Oh. Sorry.
So as you are running forward into cloud, you suddenly find yourself smashing into a wall of bone. It's it's not solid, so you can see out, and you would still be able to cast spells through.
Okay.
But you have no vision.
That's okay. Ronan! Run! And that's my turn.
Okay. You've got half cover insight, so you'll have +2 to your AC if anything attacks you.
Cool.
Okay, Ronan. If you want to break the webbing, it is a strength something or other. Where is it?
Well, you don't know that's just happened though.
It's a strength check.
None of us know that he's just been put into that trap.
You heard something land. Like you heard the click, you heard the...
I saved a person from an evil cloud of evilness, and then they got up from under a curtain and ran at full speed back into it.
So you sort of flex your muscles, they strain, and you hear ting, 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 as the threads of the web start breaking individually.
25 threw it off me.
You want to narrate this?
That's twing, twang, twang. Not twing, twing, twing.
So then
Bang, bang, bang.
you sort of... and all the webbing bursts off you. So that is your action, but you are free to move.
Give this
You're
thing
gonna hate me a little, but can I perceive the twang, twang, twang?
Perception roll? In somewhere in the fog cloud ahead of you, you hear the sound of
Running
what
going,
you would
"Brah!"
what you would imagine to be threads snapping.
Okay, thank you.
Here's the question. Trying to, not now, but attack it in the cloud. I have disadvantage.
Yes.
Yes.
This is
According
gonna
to the blinded.
Oh, I must remove your web icon.
So I have a disadvantage. Does it have a disadvantage? No, because it's found on the cloud. Ugh. And I can't see anything in the cloud, so I can't do a perception to see if there's any more weapon close by.
It's safe to say that there's pretty much webbing everywhere in this room.
Yeah, but don't tell me every single step I take I'm gonna get caught. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
We'll find out in a moment. Run, Ronan!
Just a question. Is this considered in the cloud or not?
Yeah, over here.
Yes.
So
Not in the
that's
cloud.
that's out the cloud.
That's when I'm gonna... Wait, I already did the action, so I can't disengage, eh?
Yep.
No.
You are.
I'm gonna let
you
him
are
take a
correct.
swing, and I'm probably gonna have him swing at me once, and instead of me missing him every time.
Okay, so as you run out of the cloud, you see a large shape looming towards you. Larger than any spider has any right to be. 22.
22 is a hit.
Okay, so you feel a stabbing sort of hot pain in your leg as two mandibles like bite on into either side of your calf. Can I get a con save from you, please? Ooh, okay. So you're going to take 11 piercing damage plus 2d8 poison damage.
Why is Pierce Viscera damaging Ronan? What's going on?
11 would put me on...
So it's 11 plus... Oh, you're lucky. 11 plus 2.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay, it didn't
We can
reduce...
see your rolls again.
It didn't reduce... Yeah, that one you're supposed to see. That's just That's fine. Okay, your hit points were introduced to 0, so that's fine. Okay. And you are not poisoned. Anything else?
Cool.
Keep moving!
Give me a sec. That's an action.
He's on 10.
Nope, that's all I can do for now. Well, I'm going to scream to them, where the hell is the rest of you?
You all hear
Watching you die.
all hear this shout coming from somewhere in the fog cloud. Tariq.
Right.
And what gets returned to him is Ronan!
Ronan hears Shihiro screaming and shouting in somewhere also in the fog cloud.
Well, does that mean that he's now deaf and blind? Tariq, I'm sorry, I interrupted your turn.
No worries.
Action or bonus action?
No worries. I am going to see if I can move stealthily. I mean, let me just... Well, why am I not moving?
Because you don't have the arrow selected.
Yeah, no, it's not. Yeah, my arrow is selected. Yeah, I'm moving.
So in attempting to do that, you smack into an object in front of you.
So am I
Back you go. You can't walk. There's a thing in your way. You can't walk.
Okay, all right. I can't move that way.
So as you step forward, you're kind of reaching with. Wait, you've got you're holding a crossbow.
Yes.
So you've got your crossbow and you're kind of like sort of reaching out with your hand, and you feel the cage ahead of you, and you can feel your way where it is around it to make your way around where the cage is.
Okay. All right. So I'm doing that.
Double movement for that, maybe.
Oh, is it?
Oh, the cost of double movement, but you're doing it carefully. So let's take 10 feet to cross that single square. Continue moving it, please.
Okay, so now I'm not sure where I am. Can I get to over here?
No.
What are you doing now?
You need to walk around the.
Oh, over there.
So this is a solid object. It's in your way.
Okay.
Sorry, I thought she's clambering over this little corner here.
Oh, you want to climb around it?
Yes. That's why I'm moving there. How can I? What must I do?
Okay, interesting. I like what you think. This will be like rough terrain.
Okay, rough terrain. So can you guys see me as I move, or can't you see me?
Yeah, so that'll be.
So I'm now here and then there.
So it's 5, 15,
Oh, sorry.
20. Yeah, you can get to where you are. That's fine.
Okay, all right, thank you.
You can get to where you were. That's it.
Like over there.
So it's 5, 15, 20, 25, so 30. So one of these two.
Okay, one of those two.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let me go and stand over here.
Can you imagine doing this on a table with there? No, I want to go there.
Well, it's like chess. You move the pieces around, and then you flick them around some more.
You don't take your hand. You don't take your hand off until you're in the right place.
Oh yes, yeah, we follow that rule.
Okay. Okay, so
Baiting.
can I attack this guy?
You can't see him, so it's with disadvantage.
Okay.
The shaman?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Click on my screen.
Can I attack? I still can't see the spider
Those are
either.
the disadvantage. Remember, you still get +4.
Yeah,
Deep,
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. What I'm trying to figure out is if Ronan, can you see the spider?
Shout at Ronan. Ask him.
Okay,
No.
Ronan, not. Okay, because I thought I could use his voice. I thought I could use his voice to guide me. Okay, I'm now going to just go ahead and shoot the shaman, that guy over there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's at disadvantage, but I'm going to go ahead and do
That's
that.
fine. You'll probably roll all 2 anyway, like you always do.
and then you still get the D4. That's what I'm saying. You have a chance to
Yeah.
further concentration. You have a
You
cloud.
always have a chance.
Yeah, I'm going to use my chance. So I'm crossbow now.
You need another roll.
Okay, just hang on. Something is happening here.
24 to hit.
Consider that.
I need another roll because it's with disadvantage.
But you add the 4 to that in any case, so... So 19.
So,
No!
using your keen sailor instincts, I'll figure out.
Yes.
You feel like you have a pretty good idea of where the Kobold Shaman was when you last saw him, and you kind of just sort of point from the hip and fire the crossbow in the general direction.
That's me.
You hear
If you can sail a ship through fog,
you
can
hear
shoot
a
an
crunching sound and a loud yell.
Oh! Okay. A crunching sound and a loud howl.
Yell.
Yeah, yell. Okay. I have action surge.
You're pretty sure he's dead, but you're not. You can't see him, so you're not entirely
If
sure.
you did, the cloud will disappear because it's a concentration
Does it clear immediately?
No, it still works in rounds.
around.
Okay. So he's actually dead then.
You think so?
We don't know.
You sure about that?
Well, it would make sense for a cloud of smoke. Cloud of
If he took a hit, if he takes a hit and the hit, he should then do a save for the ability. If he doesn't save the ability, it must disappear because it's a
Call it expert call.
If
That
it's
means-
concentration.
That means I was supposed to do a concentration, a throw to see if the bane stays, not the.
Oh, the bless. That's also true. You should have done a save there. Which is the spell that tells you how long fog takes to disappear? Because it's not fog cloud.
There's a druid one also called fog.
Because I remember one of them says it takes X amount of wind or whatever.
It's
Then
something wind.
Well, it depends. If it's not a concentration spell, then it stays. If it's a concentration spell, it disappears.
I have issue with a giant cloud just going poof. I feel like it should
If
dissipate.
it's concentration, it's magical. It will go poop. If it's a once-off cast, and then it's an effect, and the effect has time.
I want to check that out.
So I say if it's an actual physical cloud, it has to be dispersed. If it's a magical spell,
Except there is a spell, which is a cloud, which disperses. That's what I want to see, so I
Yeah.
can see how it works.
Make a call.
Stinking cloud, maybe?
stinking cloud does disappear, yeah, because that's concentration.
It should operate the same way then.
Cloud kill. The fog moves 10 feet away from you at the start of each turn. Rolling. No, not cloud kill.
I think it's stinking cloud.
Stinking cloud is what Scandalin has. And that's a concentration.
So is fog cloud. It's the same.
Then it must disappear if his
So-
concentration
so-
is broken or he's dead.
Stinking cloud disappears over time, which is what I'm trying to tell you. It's a moderate wind disperses the cloud after 4 rounds. A strong wind disperses it after 1 round. Okay, so
This is round. It doesn't matter, so there's no wind.
did you make your con save for?
Let me do that now. It's a constitutional.
Yes, you need to beat. How much damage did you take?
11 initially.
Plus 2.
Oh,
Oh, okay, that doesn't beat it. Okay, so the bless is gone. It was just three people were blessed, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry about the
Yes, if you
delay, guys. Bit of a mechanical debate. Tariq, are you going to do anything else?
No.
Well, I'm gonna spend my action to remove the curtain, and I don't know. I don't think I'd run.
It's down. The curtain's down.
No, I.
He's under the curtain. You can give me a perception check.
Okay.
Goed die initiatief getrap het op na jou.
Never mind.
There's no ways I'm running into that cloud, so I'm ending my turn exactly where I'm at.
Okay. Aaron,
How
We're
far can I
playing
run?
Marco Polo in the mist.
how far
now.
is?
How far can I move?
30 feet. So 5, 10, 15, 25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You can get to
Like this.
sort of here.
Pierce Tariq just dropped. Oh yeah, she's coming back.
I think we should all eventually go in there. So I'm assuming if we can't see Spider, Spider can't see us.
Scholars don't have heal.
It doesn't need to see.
So how far can I move? 30.
30 feet, yeah. Just you can't run straight over the cage unless you want to try to do some parkour.
Okay. I want to move there, do some parkour and sit there.
Okay, we'll do the same thing we did with Tariq, where the cage is difficult terrain, so you'll need to use double movement to move over the cage. So that will cost you 10 feet instead of 5.
Okay. Oh, for this thing here, so that works fine. So then I can actually sit there.
Yeah, that's okay.
And then in my turn. Unless... Don't know if the kobold is dead or not, huh?
No idea.
Give me a perception check.
I really need a perceptive character one day.
16's fine. As you move through the cloud, it seems like you can see slightly better than you could earlier. So if you hold your hand out in front of you, you can see it now, where previously you couldn't.
Okay. But I still can't see if the kobold is there or not.
That's a pretty good clue.
Okay.
Okay, I need to roll a d6. Woohoo! Ronan, you find yourself stuck to the floor again. So out of the fog cloud which you're standing next to, this sort of white glob of stuff kind of hits you, and like you as before find it very difficult to move. Tariq, you see something looming towards you out of the fogs.
Some action! Satisfaction!
Hey guys.
Cool! I
Yes, yes, I can hear you.
Thank you.
Marco.
Does a 23 hit?
Yep.
Okay, so as this giant ship looming towards you out of the fog, you can sort of make out 6 glowing points,
Yeah?
which you would imagine to be eyes. You feel an incredible pain in your left shoulder as your armor gets pierced, and these 2 giant mandibles come click on and bite you.
Yes?
So I need you to first make a Constitution saving throw.
I've done it. Yahoo!
Okay, awesome. You make the save. So you hear like a hissing sound coming from your armor.
Yeah?
But you don't feel any additional pain than just the initial sort of bite. So you take 9 piercing damage.
Okay. I'm taking 9 piercing damage.
Yeah, Pierce, it's your turn.
Sorry, just can I see anything in the room? Is the fog cloud still there?
Where are you standing? You can
I'm
see... Okay, wait, let me do this.
Ah, okay.
So you can just sort of make out the shape of the cage through the perimeter of the fog where you are standing.
Okay, so nothing beyond that.
No.
I don't know where anything in the cage in the fog is either.
No.
Is a question, can Tariq see that the goblin is dead?
From there. Yes. So with the fog clearing around you, Tariq, you can see your kobold friend slumped over the lever of the trap. His bone helmet is kind of lopsided on his head, and he's dropped his femur bone like next to him on the ground.
I want to take that femur bone.
I'll keep it for you, okay?
Okay, I'm squishy as hell, so I'm not going to wait any looking for spiders. What I will do is look up there and try to free Shiro.
Okay. How would you like to do that?
Use my crowbar.
You want to use your crowbar. Okay.
Yeah.
So you will need a strength check with advantage because of the crowbar. Let's do it that way.
Strength. I'll just roll athletics. It's going to be exactly the same. Since I'm not proficient.
Okay.
Waiting for it.
Coming soon to a Roll20 screen near you. Okay, so you take your crowbar, you kind of leverage it under the bottom sort of piece of the bone cage, and you heave with all of your might, and the cage lifts sort of an inch off the ground, and then you just can't hold it any longer, and it comes back onto the ground.
Okay, moving back here, and
Shihiro hears this noise, even though she can't see what's
Put your
happening.
back into it!
rolling for the pedantic stealth.
Well, you don't know what it was.
It's somebody trying something. Put your back into
Okay,
it.
so you've now hidden yourself away in the other room. That's your turn.
Yeah.
Okay, Shihiro.
Can you notice?
Yes, I can hear
I
you.
would like... I am going to focus my energies and ready in action for when I can see clearly beyond this mist.
Okay. What action?
Witch bolt the spider's ass.
Okay, so when you can see the spider, you want to witch bolt it.
Yep.
Okay, that's fun. Ronan. You are stuck to the floor. So sticky. It's even. This is even than like coke on a movie floor, on a cinema floor.
Oh!
Okay, so once again you strain and flex your. What are you?
Yeah,
Half orc.
half orc.
Your half
No,
orc
I just
muscles
bring the guns out and it just falls off.
bulging. Once again, loud snapping sound of the individual fiber starting to break. Pling, 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 and the whole thing just comes apart, and you are free.
Hey!
Okay, I am gonna run to here and I'm gonna pull the lever to lift up the cage.
I did not think of that.
Yeah, so you pull the lever, but nothing happens.
Oh.
Sad.
So you rush over, you reach the lever, you clunk, like pull it back, and expecting something to occur, you don't see anything happening.
Okay.
Okay, you can make out part of a leg sticking out of the mist there.
I only need a leg.
Actually, let me do this and make it a bit scary for you.
Ooh!
Is it just us? The three. Lysander, fish.
Oh,
Oh, stuff's disconnecting.
your video went haywire. Ronan is back.
Are you there?
Is
I see
everybody
something.
still just me?
Everybody was lagging there.
Still, nothing's
Right.
changed on my side.
So if you
No,
can see
but,
me, then I'm just going to go ahead with my action. Okay? I am going to do some melee damage.
Here's what you see, by the way.
My battle axe.
Battle axe!
What's that?
Ah.
Battle axe. So swinging swinging your battle axe
Fire.
into the fog at the piece of the spider that you thought you could see. The smoke swirls in a sort of figure 8 pattern as the passes through. It doesn't connect with anything though.
Marco?
Polo?
Polo!
That's fine. Oh,
I can't, guys, I can't hear you, so I'm just going to
1, 2,
continue.
3.
Well, okay, can you not hear us at all? Maybe just reset your broadcast.
Lysander's the only one that I hear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let me reset my broadcast. Oh, it's going to close all my things.
Should I also say?
I don't know what happened. I don't know if I...
we'll just refresh.
Remove the camera again.
Okay. Ugh.
Ooh, Spectre's taking a while to come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thank goodness I can hear you guys again.
Cool.
Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna... Did I hit?
Okay.
Or...
Various Arcos.
Oh,
Am I back?
yes.
Okay.
No,
We can hear you, but
No
we can't
camera.
see.
No camera on my side.
But you can hear me.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah, we can hear you.
that's good enough for now. I'll reset it after. I don't have to open a million
Okay.
things.
You don't have to reset it, just do what Samundra said, which is to...
Yeah, that closes all of my side windows.
In this new build, it reloads
I think we
everything.
lost
Yeah.
Cecily to reclaim.
Yeah, it reloads. So I take it that the first attack with my heavy crossbow failed.
That was a bad.
I mean with my battle axe.
Yeah, your battle axe missed. I think your crossbow hit. I didn't get a full chance to look at that before resetting. Just bear with me.
Okay, no worries.
I need my spider stats.
It's a 23.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Okay. And it's a piercing 5
5.
damage. And what's happened to the spider?
Okay, so pulling out your with your battle axe missing, pulling out your hand crossbow, you fire directly towards where you see the 6 glowing sort of dots in the fog. You hear an ear-splitting, loud screeching sound. Ooh,
Okay.
God,
so
that
you-
hurt.
I
Okay.
don't hear the sound hitting the ground yet.
Yeah, me neither. So,
Godlike being damage, dude.
Do I still have spit on me or something? I've still got the icon on me.
Oh, sorry. You're correct. You don't. Have
okay, so, I still have movement left,
Mhm.
but I'm not gonna move. This guy's
Why
way
not?
too close.
Why
Well,
don't you want to move?
Well, this spider has got 6 beady eyes focused on me, and if I move, I'm gonna have an opportunity
I
attack.
sent you guys a picture of the spider in the chat if you haven't looked at it yet.
What you want
Oh, I like!
You like.
Yeah!
You like it so much that you don't want to move away.
It's got a little smiley face. It's got like a little smiley happy mark.
Yeah, I'm giving my, I'm ending my turn. I'm not moving away. I can see that the request is there for me to move away, but I'm not going to do that.
I don't...
Kill this thing.
Oh, I see, there's the link.
Okay, Lysander.
Right,
You think if Aggro was playing this, he'd shit himself for this encounter.
do I see anything yet?
You can start to see bits of the cage sort of peeking out of the fog.
Okay, so I'm gonna run up to it and I don't know. What can one do to release it? There's no ways I'm going to be casting a spell.
You can try break it, you can try lift it,
Hey.
you can do things.
Inside,
Should
you
you
see the
doesn't need to leave the
frail-
cage for now.
Mage Hand can't pick up anything
What
heavy.
was that, Aaron?
Shijiro doesn't need to leave the cage. You can cast
right, I don't
fine
have
as soon
to.
as the sight is-
That is also true.
Can Mage
Figure
Hand
out
pick
later.
up things or not really?
Not something this heavy.
Not this heavy.
Didn't think so. 10 pounds, okay. Then I guess I'm just going to try bash it with my fists. Nothing else I can do.
Okay, make an attack.
I actually don't know what I would attack. What am I rolling? What? Strength?
With
what?
your weapon.
Oh, okay, I suppose I do have a weapon.
A femur.
What?
I have
So
negative
you
one
swing,
power, so-
you
If that's a dex weapon, so you
Yeah,
can
that-
use it's a dex, so you can use the dex as well.
yeah, that's
So my dex will be 2.
+2.
okay. So you swing your dagger and it like chinks out a chip of the cage from where you strike it. You've done a little bit of damage, pretty solid.
Okay, then for my movement I'm going to take another step back because I
Okay.
still can't see anything and I'm not sure what's going on. That's my turn.
Dang.
Aaron,
Okay.
Okay, I look back, I roll my eyes at Asada, looking a toothpick at a wooden bone cage. And I'm gonna charge forward. If I move here, I can attack the spider full on, huh?
yes, you can see a piece of
I
it.
can see
so
its
it's okay.
leg.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. And I'll just want to go mostly on this spider.
Cool.
So I'm gonna attack with my trusty short sword.
I think your short sword's been letting you down of late.
It has.
No.
So you
Okay. Stop there. I'm
okay.
gonna attack
Let's
with
do
my
all of
scimitar as
your
well.
let's do all of your stuff together. So
Yeah. Okay, scimitar.
Okay.
Woo!
okay.
Good stuff.
So you chin.
My short sword's in my main hand.
Short sword in the main hand, which I assume is your right hand. Are you?
If I'm a righty,
is
yes.
Aaron right-handed?
He's ambidextrous.
Okay, he's amphibious. So you rush towards the spider. You stab with your short sword. You slash. You slash with your
Yes, and
scimitar.
slash.
As the short sword's about to connect with the leg of the spider, which you can see, it kind of it like raises it up, and the short sword tings into the sort of the floor of the cavern, which is quite a hard packed sort of dirt. It makes a spark. Your scimitar manages to catch the leg of the spider, causing it to completely flinch back. Let me see something before I make a mistake.
This is brood mother. I only realized that now.
Okay, would you like to do anything else?
Yes. What's it? Action search.
Cool.
Do it again.
Okay.
As I said, I'm going froth at the mouth. I'm going absolutely
Frothing at the mouth. So
Okay.
you're like, "Blah!"
same short sword, then scimitar.
Okay, so
Ooh.
having had a moment to collect your to collect your sort of collect yourself and come to terms with the size of this thing that you're fighting, you are much better prepared on the second round of attacks. You stab with your short sword, you slash with your scimitar, both chicking chunks out of the chitinous sort of thick armor leg of the spider. So that's
Spider. Spider biatch.
Cool. Would you like to do anything else?
What can I do?
You can
Nothing.
move. You can stand still.
I'm standing still.
Okay. Spider. Okay, I need
Crap.
to roll a d6.
I roll my eyes at Lysander trying to pick a cage with a toothpick instead of firing fireballs in this general direction.
I don't think we can see each other.
Maybe he'll fire a fireball in your general direction one time.
So
Yeah, that's true.
you
I'm in a
see,
cuck spot, actually.
you see more of the spider emerge from the smoke as it looms over you with its large, hungry
I can see it. Ready, action, here we go.
spideriness. I keep entering the circle, so just chill.
Oh.
So from you to the spider, that's iffy. You'll probably be able to see it on the next round, which is probably your round anyway. That's almost your round. anyway.
Yeah, you're right. I can't see it yet.
Okay, so
Damn it.
the spider chomps at you. 12, I think, is a miss.
Yep.
Okay, so you are able to, with your amazingly fast reflexes, raise your two swords in a sort of X shape as the mandibles close towards you, and you're able to sort of hold it open and stop it from biting on you at all. And you can green glistening sort of liquid running down the mandibles. Pierce.
Okay, so I'm gonna move in. It's cleared up a bit, so 5, 10, 15, 20, I believe.
Mhm.
25.
No, this is 5 foot.
But it's difficult, so so that's why I did double for the one. So I can reach
Wait, hang on. Where'd you move from?
there.
5, 10, 20,
20.
25,
Yeah.
30. You can get to there. Yeah.
Okay, so I can see it from there.
Yeah.
Then I will take a shot.
Why are you hiding behind me? That's just rude. Because you form the best cover.
It's a bow. Okay, so you making your way through the sort of hullabaloo of what's going on in the cave. You raise your short bow and fire it towards this large looming body. The spider is quite a bit larger than you anticipated, and it sort of took you aback. So your shot goes wild and sort of arcs into the far side of the cavern.
Okay, it's my turn.
Okay.
Okay, now we go. Witch bolt, motherfucker.
Yeah, that'll work. Okay, cool.
Wait, now you're making me doubt myself.
No,
From
I
the
think that's
middle of
fine.
me. Yes. Take it, bitch.
That's fine. You can definitely see some of it.
Vulgar old hag.
Okay, so
I get
so you pull out the skull with the
yes. Focus the energies.
You have been plaguing my nightmares, now I plague yours!
so blinding white. White? We're gonna go with white. White.
Sure.
Lightning arcs through the bars of the cage in sort of a zigzaggy pattern and connects with the torso of the spider. It rears up and goes. It hurts my throat. Just bear with me.
Okay, sure, that's fine.
Yeah, there we go. There's sort of like a smouldering steam coming off the torso of the spider.
Now to add fun to this, Witchbolt can stay latched to it, so I will be maintaining that concentration.
Yeah. Well, it's not like it can
Okay.
hit you per se.
Yeah.
Brandon?
He's talking.
I can't see
I
or
can't hear him. Wait, how would you make an R?
Can I recommend everyone reloads, because since I've reloaded I can see Warren. So I recommend everyone just reload if you can.
Reloading.
Reloading.
Oh, I also can't see where. But he was hiding.
Amateur hour! It's amateur hour.
Can you hear me?
Yes. And we can see you. So,
Oh, I didn't like-
anything you said previously I didn't hear, so what,
He didn't say anything previously. I think.
Just want to know, where does it count as flanking? There or there?
where does what?
Where must I stand to count as flanking?
Now
Flanking. There or or there.
No, that's fine. I just wanted to know where.
This is a bit weird. I don't know if that counts.
No, that's what I said. I'll just stand here. Then it counts as flank.
Yeah, that's fine.
Then I am going to attack it.
Okay.
Does that mean I get an advantage, eh?
Yes.
Advantage and relax.
Okay, 19. Okay, that's good. That's a battle axe. Okay, so so stepping up behind the large bulbous sort of body of the spider, you slash into its abdomen with your battle axe. There's a spray of sort of greenish goo. You manage to step aside as it's next to you, and you notice that the cavern floor where this thing where it landed kind of like starting to bubble and blacken and sort of form a bit of a crater, like a hole in the ground. Would you like to do anything else? Is that your witch bolt?
Yeah, I just want to change the color.
You guys gonna let Nazi steal another kill from you guys?
As a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Bless again, and I'm gonna it on there,
Thank you.
and that's 19, 19, and
Yes. And Aaron, you say.
yes.
And the last one?
Note, if you cast it on yourself, you can use it for your own Constitution saving throws.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and I'm casting it on myself.
On yourself, okay. Cool. Anything else?
Well, I moved, I attacked, and I bonus, so that's it.
Right. I am going to move over here.
Pull out a can of doom.
So, can you guys see me now?
Same spot.
You've
I
moved.
think you're standing under Aaron.
You've moved
but
on
that's
somewhere.
fine.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm now in advantage. So I am going to.
You can't end on the same spot as Crash, but you can be in another person's spot as long as it's an ally.
So I am going to attack with my battle axe.
Okay.
With advantage and a D4.
It's
From
hard.
beneath my legs. It's very awkward.
We'll find it in a moment, don't you worry.
How would you like to do this?
What?
God.
Well,
No more spell for you.
I'm gonna swing my battle axe. Bonk. On each leg.
On
And
each
then on
leg.
each leg. Yeah.
Okay, so you swing your axe, you shear through the one of the right legs. You continue the swing. Its head like comes down directly in front of you. It's staring at you with all 6 of its eyes burning with this hatred, and you just bring your axe down and cut its head like in half.
No! Damn it. That's okay, I can make do with that. That is okay.
So its giant body kind of and just crashes down into the floor of the cave.
Okay. All right.
Right, that is
Um,
combat. Well done, everybody.
Well, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm going to move to where.
That's me again trying the crowbar to get the old lady out of the cage. It's dead now, you can come out.
I want to assist with strength.
You want to?
Assist with
Assist.
strength.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to also assist with the strength roll.
I ignore what I'm doing. I am moving over to this pile over here, and I'm gonna search for anything of value.
Okay.
That pile looks delicious.
Okay, so firstly, okay, you're able to lift. Now see, he has the trick. You're able to lift the cage high enough for Shihiro to get out, but if Shihiro wants to get out, she's also holding the cage up.
So I want to try and get out.
Tariq's got
But we're
it.
not. There's not enough strength.
Okay, Tariq's lift for you to you're all straining to lift this cage, and it's so difficult, and you're battling, and Tariq's just like on one hand. And like,
Thank you.
Okay, then, I shot 2 arrows. Do I get any of them back?
I'll tell you now.
Oh yeah, my bolts.
Hand. How to do that?
You get one of your bolts back.
Second one
One-
investigate.
okay, Pierce gets one of the arrows back. Tariq, how many shots did you fire?
I shot 1, 2, 3 shots. 4
Tariq,
shots. Okay, thank you.
Pierce.
Tariq, you get back 2
Oh, thank you.
bolts, whatever they
Can
are.
anybody hear me?
Yes.
We can.
Do I do a perception? Sorry, or
That
an
will be
investigation?
investigation.
Aha. That's something I can do.
Aaron was asking if he can get his axe back.
My hand
Oh
axe,
yes,
uh,
yeah. So you walk over to the wall and you pull your hand axe out of the wall.
Also, ruffle the sharpened pocket from the loot.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm hearing too much talking. So Aaron first.
Aaron wants to loot the shaman.
You want to loot the shaman. Okay, so the shaman is wearing a skull sort of helmet. He's got his femur bone lying on the floor next to him. Rummaging through his sort of pockets and things, you find 10 gold pieces.
Okay. give that be-
And then I want a perception check from everybody, just while I'm dealing with the pile of trash on the floor.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Perception, you say.
yeah.
The rate doesn't seem to be responding yet.
Okay, so you see sort of a lot. You
does.
see bones and bits of sort of rotting meat and rubble and stuff in that pile. Okay, Lysander and Shihiro and wait, no. Okay, Ronan and Pierce. Looking at the ceiling of the cavern, you notice something interesting. There appear to be 3 tiles embedded.
How high is the roof?
The roof is 30 feet high. Pierce, you notice that there's strands of spider web sort of hanging down from the ceiling. They look long enough that you could perhaps climb them,
London.
but you could do this another. There's a few ways you can do this, so I'll leave it up to you guys.
Well, first off, I'm going to try
Roger
climbing.
instructions.
That might be the easiest and quickest.
Okay, give me a athletics check.
Oh, sorry, I thought it was acrobatics. Okay, athletics.
Reckon to the magic.
Never mind that.
So jumping and grabbing onto the rope, the spider silk, you sort of slip back down to the bottom of the cave.
Thank goodness this spider silk isn't sticky.
I'd like to investigate the mechanism that released the trap. I'm assuming the fog's gone now in time.
Yeah. Okay. That'll be investigation on your part. I just want to change.
To let you know what I'm trying to look to find out how the trap worked, or if there was something we could climb up. If there was a way we could fashion whatever released the trap and
Okay.
use that as a rope to climb up to where those tiles
Yeah,
are.
so
Or you use
you
the cage as a ladder.
I can't hear Pierce, Aaron, or Tariq, so I'm going to reload.
you notice.
I can speak.
I can hear all of you, so I'm just kind of work through everything as it happens. You notice the lever is connected to sort of a rope pulley mechanism, which is connected to sort of a hook release on the ceiling of the cave, and you see at the top of the cage is a big iron ring where this would have been attached to.
Okay, so there's no ways we could reach that hook release. It's far too
No
far.
car.
You pretty much get that the spider would have carried the cage up to the ceiling.
Okay.
Shihiro.
Sorry, I didn't mean to get attention, just wanted to clear my throat.
Oh.
But with that, I want to, I know the spider's head is cloven in two, but I still want to remove its entire like eye area from its body and try to keep as much of it intact as possible.
So you want its face, essentially.
I want its face.
Give me a nature check.
Check. What is this?
Okay, so you take, you have a knife, eh?
I have a small knife from my scholar's
So
backpack.
kneeling down next to the now limp body of the spider, you take your knife and you kind of cut your way around a section of its face. You remove like the left half with 3 eyes in one piece.
Okay, I'd like to remove the other half as well then.
Okay, give me another nature check.
Ugh,
So
I can work with that.
you slip while you're trying to remove the other side of the face. It's a bit gory, and the floor of the cave is a bit slick, so you slip, cutting the piece that you're trying to remove down the middle, and it destroys one of the eyes. So you've removed a piece with one eye in it.
So I have the left-hand side, I ruined the right.
Yes.
Okay.
Who wants to do something next?
We've already looted the entire cave, because I'd like to systematically go through stuff and see if there's anything left.
Well, the only person that looked around the cave was Ronan. He rolled like a 3 and saw nothing.
Okay, so is that investigation or
And
perception?
What do you want to investigate? What
I want to check for loot.
Okay, so give me... Okay, if you want to investigate the pile of stuff in the corner, it's investigation. If you want to look around the cave, it's perception.
Okay, I'll do the... Oh, okay, so the earlier perception was for something else. So this is... So the investigation is for the
That was to
pile.
see if you spotted the tiles in the ceiling.
Okay, never mind the pile. And then perception for the cave.
I'm going to do the same.
Already saw the tiles, we know where they are.
I'm blind.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Pierce is still suffering the after effects of the fog cloud. You rummage around the pile of bones and things for a little while. You throwing little like femurs and collarbones and spinal bits, and you don't really find anything of interest to you. Looking around the cave, you see a dead spider and a lever and a cage, and your friends, and not much else.
Okay, I'm gonna lay of hands on myself for the full 10 points of my lay on hands to heal myself.
Okay.
And once I have the 10 points extra healing, then I am gonna try and climb the
Okay, cool.
webbing.
Sure. Does
Ooh.
anyone else want to look around while that's happening?
I want to look around, and after I look around everywhere,
Okay,
I also
athletics.
want to
So
climb.
you sort of loop the bottom of the spider web in your right hand, and you pull, and then doing that sort of each time, manage to pull yourself up to the ceiling of the cave, so you're level with the tiles.
Okay, can I
I'm
just take
gonna
out the bag?
I'm gonna deal with the tiles first, and I'm gonna investigation check. Okay, so you wanna reach for a tile.
Just want to take the battle axe and see if I can chip it loose. Or cut it out. I don't know if it's web or stuck.
It's embedded into the actual ceiling of the cave.
No, but I'm just going to take the battle axe and chip it out.
Okay. So you want to like leverage and just try and pull the tile.
I'm holding on and I've got my legs basically wrapped around the webbing, so I just want to see if I can chip it loose or chip it out.
So you want
Or
to
get it-
hit the ceiling next to the
Yeah,
tile.
just lightly, yeah, just chip it around and see if I can get it out.
Okay, give me an attack. Okay, so you, while sort of on the spider web silk, you swing your axe and you manage to chip a chunk of rock away from the edge of the tile, so that the tile's still sort of there. The tile that you've struck next to moves a little bit, but it's still embedded in the ceiling.
Well, I didn't mean just to chip once. I mean I'm continuously
Oh,
chipping
you
until
want
it
to
comes loose.
keep doing that.
Yeah, until it comes-
Okay, give me a strength check. That's fine. Okay, so you managed to. I hope someone's going to catch this. You managed to knock hard enough to dislodge one of the tiles. It falls towards the ground of the cavern. Anyone?
Assuming it's hard ass tiles.
I think Lysander's the closest one.
I don't know.
Next in line is possibly Pierce. I'm definitely not there.
I was trying to perceive and investigate, and I tried to climb. I'm completely dumbfounded. I have no idea what's going on.
Okay, so the two. Okay, Tariq and Lysander, Dex saving throws, please.
How big is this tile? It fits in my bag. It's not a tile like this
Okay.
big.
That's good enough. As Lysander, you see the tile falling from the ceiling. You sort of manage to dive, and it lands in your hands without hitting the floor of the cave.
Tariq dodges in the other direction.
Tariq lands on top of you. Okay, so you've got one of the tiles out of the ceiling. Someone was investigating. It was Tariq. That's why you weren't quick enough. You were busy looking around elsewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, rummaging through the sort of pile of dirt and refuse and bones. You find.
Oh.
You find a small pouch containing and
Gold, the treasure.
and a bottle of wine.
Oh.
Crash is holding the treasure.
Okay.
Good. Bottle of wine. Is it like red wine?
It's okay. It's red wine.
Oh, thank you.
It's
How much gold?
it's a
30.
it's a 5-year-old vintage from Neverwinter.
And am I keeping the 10 gold Aragon also found? Or did Aaron keep 10 gold?
I don't know.
I'm giving it to you. I'm giving it to you.
Okay, looking around the cave, you see a cocoon, like a spider silk cocoon in the corner. Let me do some drawing for you.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, you can actually try Scottish.
Yeah.
It's there.
Oh, all right. Let me just zoom in or zoom out.
So sticking out of the bottom of the cocoon, you see a pair of boots.
Ah! Okay, I'm so investigating that.
I'll just never mind. I'll just walk along with her and assist, so she has advantage.
Okay. Does anyone else want to look at the bone pile or do anything else? There's still two tiles in the ceiling.
I'll take a look at the bone pile, I suppose.
Okay, so give me your investigation check. Shira wants to do something.
I want to grab the femur that the goblin shaman used.
Okay.
I want to keep it myself.
Right. So
Then I want to go. Sorry, just complete. the actions.
finish what you're doing.
And I will also want to go big. Well, what's the word? Slag, butcher out the poison glands of the spider and the spinnerates.
Cool. Okay. So you go and you pick up the femur of the that the shaman was using. Give me a nature check. Ooh. So the bone looks to be you're human, right?
Yes.
The bone looks to be longer and lighter than what you would expect a human femur bone to look like. You think that this is an elven bone.
I would guess elf as well, yeah.
Okay, you then want to slug the spider 8. Give me 2 nature checks.
Sticky. Why are my hands sticky?
Okay, so trying to cut out the poison glands of the spider, your knife clips the gland and it sprays poison out. Luckily for you, not all over you, but it's the gland is effectively ruined. It's all the poison's like sprayed out onto the ground. The spinnerets, you're hacking and hacking with your knife to try and remove them, but you're just sort of destroying them. You can't seem to remove them. So you got to roll good.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The loot damage. There's a perception on it, yeah.
You're going to look at the pile of Detrius. So whoever hasn't looked at that yet and still wants to look at it, it's an investigation check, please.
I rolled a natural 20.
You rolled a
on it.
natural 20. Okay.
Me. Oh.
Oh my goodness.
Ah.
Can I
God,
ask
what's
whoever's
this?
not busy?
Aaron,
Come underneath so we can get the rest of the tiles up.
while Aaron's sifting through the pile of bones, you cut yourself on one of the on a sharp sort of claw bone that's there. Take 1 slashing damage. Okay, Lysander, you find a small chest. It contains 230 silver, 50
230 silver.
230 silver, 50 gold, 6 bottles of wine, 3 common, 3 fancy.
I'm supposed to keep track of a wine, or you guys keep
Well,
track of a wine?
Lysander's the one who knows
We
it's
keep
there,
track,
so you can
we
decide.
keep track.
50. I haven't said the 50 gold yet. And a wheel of fine cheese.
He keeps it all.
And a malachite gem, valued at 10 gold.
You can keep it too.
Yes. 3 common wine.
1 wheel of cheese, and 1 malachite gem, 10 gold.
21 and 1 gem. Malachite gem, 10 gold.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so Ronan's still hanging from the ceiling, you still have 2 tiles to go, and Tariq is going over to look at the cocoon in the corner.
Yes.
I'll be taking position underneath Ronan.
And I also want to. There are still those 2 tiles up in the ceiling, are there?
You've got 1 tile out, there's 2.
Oh, okay. So after I've gone to the cocoon, can I also go and see if I can get to the tiles and see what's up there?
You can? Okay, so let's do the tile, let's do the cocoon first. Okay, so
Okay.
you see the cocoon looks like a vaguely human-sized cocoon. There's 2 boots sticking out the bottom.
Yeah.
It doesn't appear to be moving.
Okay. I've got a knife. I've got a Dungeoneer's back.
Under my dagger.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. And I start cutting open this cocoon.
Okay, so you cut the cocoon open. Inside, a skeleton spills forward and lands sort of at your feet. So this person's been here a long time and is very, very clearly dead.
Okay.
The boots appear to be of fine quality, and you also see a bow, but it has no string.
No string.
No strings attached.
Okay. Well, I pick up the string, the bow, and the boots.
Okay, so
And I
picking up the bow, you feel it feels warm to you.
it's a magic bow.
I'm like, can I
Might
have a
be.
look at that?
Yes, I give it to Pierce.
Okay, so you give
Or you give it to Shiro.
you give the bow to Pierce. It also feels warm to you. The boots, the boots, you feel there's something special about the boots.
Oh.
Give it to anyone that's magically inclined. So
Yeah.
it's either Shiro or...
I'm going.
Lysander.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to the tiles while you guys are sorting that out.
Okay. All right.
I'm a tile catcher.
Tile catcher.
Okay. I want to climb to get to the tiles.
Okay, it's an athletics check.
Athletics.
Are you
Athletics.
doing the same thing you were doing before?
there's someone underneath to catch. Well, if it takes me twice to chip away, I'm chipping away half now.
Okay, so I need a strength check from you after this swing. Okay, Tariq's able to climb up to so Tariq also climbs up the spider silk. Says hi Ronan when she gets to the top of the thing. I wouldn't wave if I were you because you're holding onto a holding onto a rope.
Okay.
Still wave.
Okay, well, I've chipped away basically half, so it should be slightly loose. I'm going to try and just pull the other towel out then.
Strength check.
Is advantage? I mean, I'm up there as don't
Yeah, so
worry.
you're able to very easily reach out, grab onto the loose piece of the tile, and just pull it
Put it
out,
in my bag.
and you stow it in your bag.
Okay.
Okay.
With-
Something shiny lands falls Aswell and lands on the ground beneath you.
I grab it.
Dibs.
Well, technically I'm closest to it as I've always been directly on me.
Let's call it a dex check to see who gets
Okay,
it first.
then I leave it for Shajira.
Yeah.
11.
Oh,
Okay.
doesn't want to play.
I don't leave it.
Hey, you want
I
to see
dive
me
sneakily.
Just do dex save.
That's fine. Shajira's got it.
Okay, so
Got it.
Sajira, you dive for the shiny object and you open your hand. It's a diamond, 50 gold.
Diamond!
I lose my shit. Diamond! There's diamonds up there!
Because diamonds are a girl's best friend, even if the girl is old.
Okay, so between Tariq and Ronan, you are able to loosen the third tile. You stow it in your bags and you climb down to the bottom of the cave.
Okay.
What else do you want to do?
I just want to, the boot and the bow, the boots and the bow, I want to give it to the group, and then they can decide who is going to benefit the best or the most from it.
Just a question.
We
Do
all
I get
wouldn't
do you
get-
keep the fancy wine you found, or did you give it to me?
I gave it to you and the 50 gold for to keep for us.
Yeah, there's someone found 50 gold, 50 gold and 50 gold. Oh, so you also have another 50 gold. I thought it was 50.
You also
Okay.
you notice fallen out of the cocoon 2 small bottles containing a red liquid.
Crash, you can't write it as 50 gold. You have to write it as a diamond worth 50 gold. The
I
other
did.
one was
On mine. It says diamond G 50G.
cool.
Okay,
Now
so
let's-
there's also 2 healing potions there.
Yeah. So I pick that up and give it to Ronan. And the bow and the boots, I want to, the guys can, I give it to you all and you can see who wants to wear it or use it or...
Maybe we should check what they are first.
You might want to do. You might want to do that.
Okay.
Give us a little time.
additional
I
potions of-
that. I feel there might be something more in this cave. So
Okay,
I
what
will
was
be...
The thing with the diamond fell from the ceiling. Never mind.
The diamond fell from the ceiling, and you can have that to your... That's why I lost my shit.
I'm just adding everything. This big list of grain
Okay,
stuff.
so Sajira
Yes,
wants to
that's
do
good.
something else.
We need a bag of holding.
I feel there might be some more treasures in this cave. This wretched beast has been haunting my dreams, and I will take everything I can from it.
I will use my last spell of the day, and I will cast Detect Magic, and I will concentrate this shit the hell. Okay? I want to scan the fuck out of everything.
You
And the
see,
boots and the bow.
you see a warm yellow glow spring up around the boots and the bow.
The boots, yes. The bow as
So
well.
you don't
Yes.
see anything else.
Beneath the pile of bone in the corner over here.
You're unable to detect the presence of any additional magical
Up
things.
at the ceiling.
Can anyone identify the items?
Not off the bat.
Shajiro, wisdom saving throw.
Short rest with the items.
Oh, sorry, where's wisdom? Woohoo!
So you have a vision. So suddenly your vision goes black and you sort of feel a sharp pain behind your eyes. You see yourself in a forest. It's dark. It's cold. There's a river nearby. There's floating along the top of the river. You hear a wolf howling in the distance.
I
And
call out,
and you're back.
hello! And I'm back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. Cool. What do you guys
I look
want to
at
do?
Shira and I'm like saying, did something happen? Because pain in my head stopped and I realized you stopped talking.
Yes. I was in a forest. It was cold and damp. There were wolves nearby.
There's no time to daydream.
These are not daydreams, young'un.
Okay.
These are spirits.
What do you want to do?
I believe
the rest
that.
of I'd want to take one more check, perception
rest.
check. Before we-
Perception check.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there's 2 more things I want to do.
Does
Okay.
nobody have Arcana to identify the items?
So you notice
Arcana, I you need a spell.
Identify the items.
there are 3 sort of holes in the ceiling where the tiles were. The body of the spider has been quite severely torn apart by your colleague there into bits and pieces. There's a deepening sort of hole in the ground where the acid blood splashed after Ronan stabbed the abdomen of the spider. You don't see anything else of interest.
Can I start doing Arcana checks on the items?
You can do Arcana checks.
Because obviously we should have
we
learned
spend a
magic somewhere.
short rest with them?
Oh,
No,
they want to do
say we-
Arcana checks.
I say we do that.
They look like a very nice pair of boots and a bow without a string.
The past 9 I did that counted. 9 out of 10 were either 1s or 2s.
Well, the thing is, he checked the one thing, he saw nothing. The other one was a 19.
If you guys take a short
is
rest,
block
you
with the
will
short
you will figure out what these things are without having to do rolls
Well, I want to take a long rest.
and take a long rest. Yeah, you last
Well,
rested. Where did you last rest?
Outside
Long
the
time
cave.
ago.
But not enough time has passed to take another long rest.
Oh, then
Uh,
I guess we
no,
take... How's everyone's health looking?
Mine is half.
so,
Oh, well, I've got 3 healing potions on me. I cannot lay on hands on someone, and I've got no spells or anything, so I've got no more energy in me to heal anyone. So the
Put
only thing I have
those
to offer-
Western magics away, Ronan Kyle.
Western
Awesome.
magic.
Just
Let
saying.
me show you how this is done.
I've got 3 healing potions on me. I don't know how many healing potions everyone else had, so I want to distribute it.
Awesome, good.
I think I had one, but I used it on someone.
Okay, you take 1 healing potion, then I'm on 2. So add a healing potion to yourself.
I didn't get any.
Shihiro. Shihiro, child. Let it roll off your palate. Shihiro.
Linguistics check.
Anybody else need a healing potion while we're busy?
I still have one, thank you.
But let me see. I need a healing, but
Oh, yes. Yes, definitely.
Oh, he can heal you with a short rest, so that's fine. So I'm not going to waste a healing potion if you don't have
Exactly.
it.
Yeah.
Potions are good, easy.
yeah. So keep the potion for later.
Does everyone at least have a healing potion?
Okay, potions aside, what are you doing?
Short rest?
Well,
You're taking a short rest.
I want
okay.
to spend healer kits on those that need healing.
Okay.
I just don't remember what all the rolls are. Moment.
2d8?
No, I need to make a check, and then if that's high enough, then but I need to find that feat quickly, and I always struggle to find.
Oh yes, it's feet are at the end of your legs, man.
Where are you, feet? Where are you?
Okay, who wants to look at which items during the rest?
I'll do the bow.
I'll take the boots.
Okay.
Those are the items. Okay. As an action, you can spend 1 for healer kits to tend to a creature and restore 1d6 plus 4 plus 8 die. So, who's getting first love?
Well, I'm basically almost fully healed. I'm
Tariq and yourself are the lowest.
Tariq, child, come here. Come, let's look at those wounds again.
Thank
Oh.
you.
How is this possible? This is the second healer's kit on Tariq, and it's the second one that's max.
Okay, so I'm fully healed again.
So you kneel next to Tariq and pull out your healer's kit of salves and bandages, and Tariq feels much better due to your ministrations.
Thank you.
This is how it was done.
Thank
Okay,
you,
so
Shihiro.
take your rest, do your hit die.
One more thing. I'm sorry,
Yes.
I'm being a slap here now. I want to rummage through that and just collect like a few rib bones. That's all I want.
Cool.
Just rib bones.
Done.
A few. How much is a few? 15? 20?
You can have...
Oh.
So we have all
The
the
rest are all broken and bitten and chewed in pieces.
chomped
No,
and
no, no,
smushed
no.
and
I
smashed.
want good ones.
Okay, so you're busy looking through there. Okay, let's try some. Lysander and Pierce, I want you to describe to me how you are checking these items.
Oh.
Oh, that's going to be interesting.
This
Why
is
don't you
QA
try-
testing.
That's what I said. Why don't you try it on and see what happens if you Dorothy to another to Never Neverland?
I will spend my time waving my over and mentally concentrating on it, trying to figure out the source of the energy and what it's capable of doing. So I'll just be doing a plain sort of sorcery around it, using some form of magical essence to just grab it.
Your magicalness determines that there's nothing malicious about these boots, for starters. They appear to be fur-lined. There's fur at the top. They look like they would fit quite snugly. Putting putting your hand inside the boot, it feels very warm.
There's somebody in there.
No, there's nothing in the boot. In fact, as you put your hand inside the boot, you notice you don't feel the cold air of the cave quite as much anymore.
Oh.
Are you gonna try anything else, or should I just tell you what it does?
That's of cold resistance.
Basically, they've got cold resistance.
Try anything else? Should I just tell you?
No, go for
Up
it,
here a
Tom.
little bit. So those are the boots of the Winterlands. They require attunement, and they provide you with the feeling benefits while you wear them. You have resistance to cold damage.
Ah.
You ignore difficult terrain created by ice or snow. And you can
Yeah.
tolerate temperatures as low as 50 degrees Fahrenheit without any additional protection. Fahrenheit.
Wow. That's cool.
Who's being heavy out of us?
I am.
Clothing, no one.
I'm,
No,
I'm,
but just the ability of doing so.
It's clothes, so you would, instead of wearing your light
Not
clothes,
heavy
you would get
armor.
heavy clothes.
yeah, I'm wearing heavy armor.
Heavy clothing, anyone can.
Oh, okay.
It's like if you bought cold weather gear at a store, it would have
Okay.
gloves and like a scarf and a heavy cloak and stuff like that.
I'm tempted to put this on Ronan because he's always at the front, but that's between you guys, Tariq and Ronan. I don't know who.
For the cold damage, I kind of agree they should go to whoever has the best chance of receiving cold damage.
Initially, yeah.
Okay, so whoever ends up wearing that in your SRD boots of Winterland. Pierce, what do you want to do?
You just want to do a roll 10 and see who one of us.
No, you can have them because I've got high strength
And,
and high constitution
and range.
and ranged.
Okay, so
I
I
think it
get
makes sense you take them.
Yeah.
boots off.
Winterland.
Winterland.
For the bow, first thing I just want to concentrate on whether I sense anything negative from it.
Okay, you sit down cross-legged on the floor. You have the bow, in, looking it over. It's longbow sized. It appears to be made of a wood that you haven't seen before. It's almost not natural. You don't detect anything malicious about the bow.
I want to take out an arrow and try to act as if it has a string.
How long does the attunement take?
Short rest.
It's a short rest.
So can I be attuned
Not
in this room?
not the same short rest that you used to identify the item.
Yeah, have another short rest.
Okay, so
I'd like to do stuff during the second short rest.
Okay, so pulling out an arrow as your hand approaches where you would knock an arrow to the bow, a string of light appears.
Okay.
I like this bow.
with an arrow of light already knocked in position.
Okay, so I put the arrow away and I fire the arrow at the wall.
Roll an attack.
Just a D20.
Standard longbow stats, so you can just add a longbow to your
I'm just gonna go plus dex would be plus 3.
What?
You rolled 4.
How difficult is a wall to hit? What's the wall called?
It's 1,000,000!
Tonight I can't hit the
So
bullets.
pulling,
For gravity, I couldn't hit it.
raising the bow, you sort of knock your hand as you would when using a bow around the light, and you pull. You can feel you feel the light. It's solid, and you take aim at the wall and fire. And the arrow hits the wall, and a chunk of rock sort of knocks out of where the wall was hit, and the arrow vanishes.
Okay,
Oh,
that's
I
cool.
like this bow.
Does anybody have proficiency with longbows?
I do, don't I? Yeah.
Then I'm guessing you.
I think Aaron
I
might.
like
I think Aaron might as well. I'm not sure.
Aaron, of course.
No, bow X isn't
Don't you have all martial and simple weapons as a fighter?
That is true.
do, but it's dexterity though, huh?
Yes, a longbow's dexterity.
Oh, I've also got martial weapons.
Dexterity, not plus.
Turn me into a range fighter.
Up to you guys.
I have no use for that.
No, I reckon.
No, longbow is heavy based.
No,
Is it?
Yep.
I don't think that's what heavy means.
no, isn't heavy that it's disadvantaged if you're a small character?
Let me just check the special conditions again.
Sounds limit.
Heavy is
Okay.
Do you still get two attacks though if you... Do you still get two
Two
attacks with longbow or only one? Tariq?
One.
What?
For longbow you'll only get one attack, and when you swap, it's a two-handed weapon, the longbow. So you can't have your crossbow and your sword out.
The heavy crossbow is also two-handed.
Sorry, to get back to the heavy part. Heavy means small creatures have disadvantage, but it's not finesse. So you use strength with a longbow.
Okay, well, who's got high strength?
Makes-
It's me
makes
and...
sense. Okay, so
I have.
I've got the boots, so then if you high strength, then maybe you should use the bow.
Ranged attacks use dex. Bow, it's ranged, it's dex. It's not strength.
all ranged attacks use dex. Okay, so what you have there, what you have there is a longbow of light. If anyone's paying any attention,
Longbow.
Okay.
it does give off a dim light when it's being knocked and fired. If that's turns out to be relevant, I'm just stating it. And as you may have guessed, it doesn't have ammunition.
It doesn't use ammunition.
Fantastic.
I don't find longbow of light in the...
You won't.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
did you craft that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
good. Thank you. Longbow.
Well,
Ronan,
you have high...
to come back to your question about the two-handed and one-handed, I fight my main weapon is the heavy crossbow that I fight with on ranged. When I'm the melee attack, I have the hand crossbow. I battle axe, and then at the same time I can use my hand crossbow.
No, but they...
From
from it at all.
Okay, so with the result of my D6 for reasons, Lysander, you see a glimmer of something glass or crystalline at the base of where the cocoon was opened.
Then I'm going to give you the longbow then.
No, I use it. You have to give it to someone with dexterity.
Okay, who has dexterity?
Okay, figure this out later.
Longbows.
Then give it to
Okay.
Pierce. Pierce, you get a longbow.
I don't have proficiency with
what's
longbows.
considered high dexterity?
More
I'm going
than
to-
plus 0.
We'll just figure it out later.
You see,
Okay,
you see.
Directly, you have proficiency in martial weapons.
Yeah.
Okay, then you keep the longbow.
Okay.
You see
Okay, move on.
a snow globe lying on the floor.
The snow globe?
This is Lysander that sees this.
Yes.
I assume this is after the short rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
The first or the second one?
Pick it up and I look at it.
Inside, it's a bit murky, but as you sort of shake it and the snow clears, you see inside 6 small figures. You see a half orc, with an axe. You see some humans. One with a small red flame. You see an old lady with a bone in her hand. You see two fighters dressed for battle, one with a heavy crossbow and one with a scimitar and a longsword. And you see someone sort of hiding around.
And this is at the feet of the cocoon where the person was in.
Yeah.
Yes.
The surroundings of the interior of the snow globe appears to be a cave with bones strewn around. You see some spiderweb.
I smashed the
That's
snow
cool.
globe on the ground.
You smash it on the ground.
I smashed it on the ground.
It breaks.
Cool.
Oh man, that was supposed to be something cool for you guys.
It would have told us the future.
No, it was just, it showed where you were.
Well, then we could have
Well,
looked at it and
it's
see if
bro-
anything was coming closer.
So you throw the snow globe on the ground.
Can I do a dex check to try to catch it?
Sure.
If someone's on watch, they could have seen if anything comes close.
I don't think
Okay.
anybody else noticed it, just me.
Okay.
Oh,
And
you-
I didn't. That's why when you said it, I didn't stop you. That's what I was
Pierce, give me perception. Let's see.
It's too late, it's gone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe.
Right, he smashed it.
I wasn't close to it in any case. I can see it break probably. No, I
You
can't.
can
do that. Never
you
mind.
can pick up the pieces and have it try have it somewhere if you really want to.
I smashed it for a reason. I have no idea what it was meant to do. I smashed it. I think it's evil, and I want to walk away from it.
Okay, so you all hear the sound of breaking glass.
And I explained to them what I saw, and I told them I think someone's casting some voodoo on us. And I turned to Shijiro and I'm like, this seems ominous. And I walk away from it.
I look at everyone and say, okay, is everyone done trying to pick every corner of this? We still actually have a mission.
Okay, can I pick the figure itself?
Can you pick up?
Because I'm vain.
You want to
The
pick up?
little piece of...
He wants to pick up the figurine of himself if it exists.
It's just the base of a base of an empty snow globe and glass.
Yeah,
Okay,
it was
I
the
stomped
dude.
out. Because I like vain figurines of myself.
Okay, cool. So you're leaving the cave.
Well, I'm leaving. I don't care if everyone's following or not.
Did we do short rests now?
As far as I know, only one.
It was
One
before the
only
fight?
one.
Outside the cave. No, we did a short rest before we fought the spider and a short rest after we fought the spider.
He's referring to two short
Yeah,
rests in a row, so
you've
that
only
you
done
can tune.
you've only done one short rest after fighting the spider.
No, it
Exiting the cave into the cold mountain air. It started to snow lightly. The tracks of you approaching the cave have disappeared into the snow.
I have the feeling I forgot something.
I want a perception check from all of you.
You can change ambiance now.
Oh, thank you. Can I?
What, Pierce? What?
The first
pretty
roll
sure we-
of 5.
I'm pretty sure we don't hear dampness in the cold mountain air.
Ooh, that's really nice.
Okay, anyone who rolled higher than a 15. So that would be Aaron, Pierce, and Lysander. You see movement off into the mountain. You can vaguely make out a large humanoid shape walking through. So above the treetop, you see sort of the top half of a humanoid shape walking in the distance.
North, south, east, west.
It's heading north.
It's heading north. Is it north of us currently?
Yes,
And
it's north. It's north of you. It's heading north.
Okay, so
Is it
large
ever-
as in humanoid or large as in...
It's humanoid shaped. It's about 12 feet tall.
but double it huge.
Who rolled? Pierce, you recognize that shape from your training with the master. That is a frost giant.
Ooh.
Did Pierce disappear now or not? He just rolled his stealth.
There's a Pierce-shaped snowman standing, a Pierce-sized snowman in
Just a
the
question.
in the snow. Yes.
Pierce, just a question. Is what's your main stat? Strength or dexterity?
We deck as a rogue.
Then why is your stealth rolls against strength? No, STE, what's that mean?
Strength.
STE is stealth.
Okay.
That's probably STE stealth.
Alright.
Okay. What do you want to do?
Oh, he didn't
Pierce
hear
is
what you
refreshing.
told him, so he doesn't know
Oh,
that
didn't you?
Frost
Oh.
Giant.
The moment that...
Oh,
Hello?
Marco?
Paolo,
oh. So
I can hear
I can get my action
Pierce.
surge back, right?
When
And
you
you
get
have the long rest.
long rest.
Pierce is asking if you can hear him, Spectre.
I
Spectre,
can't hear him.
can you hear Spectre, Pierce? Then the two of you can't see each other.
Okay, let me reset because I don't have an extra.
I can't hear him either.
Windows open. You can't hear who either.
Pierce.
Okay, so very refreshing.
I
Yes.
was the only one that didn't refresh. So-
Okay, how far away did he say the giant was?
I actually don't recall, but it was... We're heading south.
Okay, let's try this again. Can you all hear me?
Can
Yes.
you, but I can't see you, so I'm
I've just
resetting.
lost Pierce as well.
I can't see him yet as well. His thing is still obviously refreshing.
And yeah. Yes. She.
Zero.
Think of heroes. It's Hiru. So it's Shiru.
Okay, thanks.
I've just changed the scale of the map, so it's a little bit easier to figure out distances for you guys now.
Okay,
Thanks.
I can hear Spectre again.
Okay,
Okay, so we're not in any real danger.
that giant's about 5 kilometers away and heading away from
Okay.
you.
Who's wearing the boots of cold?
Crashes, but he's not attuned to it yet. Ronan.
So they're warm and comfy.
So I pop up behind Crash and I say, you might need the boots if we want to take on one of those guys.
We have other things to do.
I'll just say if you want to.
6 tiles, 3 to go. That's what we are.
Okay, so you have successfully completed Vithraxia's lair. Congratulations, have yourselves 1200 XP.
Oh, 12.
What?
So that takes us
Oh
to
my
1,500.
Where are we going? Are we jumping 2 levels?
Sorry, I'm back.
Wait,
Um,
wait, hang on, dial it back. How much? What are you on? 900.
300.
I'm
No,
on
the 300's wrong because you leveled up before.
No,
Oh, that's...
on 300 the entire
You
time.
can't be on 300 XP and be level 2.
I hear you.
I'm 260.
Let me just, before you add that XP, let me just work out what you're supposed to be on.
Level 2 is 300. Level 3 is 900.
Okay, so 900, so it would put you halfway through level 3, right? Somewhere there.
Yes.
Yeah, because
Well,
level
what's level
4
four?
is 2,700.
Okay, so then we're
So
sitting
our
at
total is
1,500.
1,200.
Yeah, so that's fine. That's what I wanted, but you can't level until the end of the session.
So
Okay.
the total is 1,200.
Total is 1,000.
How much XP do you need for level 4?
Level 4 is 2,700.
Okay, so you're on about 1,700 XP. Somewhere there.
1,700. Okay.
Okay, so must be changed.
I'll take 1,700.
Okay,
And then level 3
you will level at the end of the session.
at the end of the session. Okay.
Okay, what do you guys want to do? You still need to go and find the remaining tiles. You will need to go to the Dolor Forest in order to do that.
And that's where I'm
You will
going.
find that in the top right-hand corner of your map.
It's heading.
Yo!
Okay, so you're gonna head straight east from where you are now.
Shortest path to
No, I want to get out of the cold first and then go sideways.
So you want to go sort of southeast.
Out of the cold, so first get out of the cold weather, out of the mountains, and then move.
Okay, so I'm gonna let you draw the route, but you can't go more than 4 tiles at a time without me checking if something happens.
Okay.
Every time we get to a river that we're crossing,
4 tiles
I-
at a time.
want to see if this might have been the river from my vision.
Okay.
So there will be one happening in a moment.
What color is your pen?
Green.
It's green.
Can I make the recommendation?
How do
that
you
we-
count?
Can I make the recommendation? to
More than
Piers that Piers,
No,
can
but
you
I'm
hear
draw-
me?
I'm drawing-
Ronan, can you hear me?
That's a tile. That's a tile. That's a tile.
Yeah, but I thought you said draw the whole route. Sorry. How do you
Okay,
race?
that's okay. That's fine. Then, if you're happy with that.
Well, I'm
Okay.
going to try, and that's what I say, then you can see what happens because the route's not really going to...
Can we avoid the large river, Ronan? Can we go around the river at the top there? And
Well, if we get to it, yeah, then we can do that.
yes, please.
Yeah.
Okay, so you start making your journey towards the Dolor Forest. I think you should swap some stories about the Master at this point.
Yeah, sure, let's do that.
Tariq, my child, I feel I can trust you with my secrets.
Ooh.
While we were in the cave with the spider, for a brief moment I
The
had a flashback.
spider.
The cave with the spider biatch. I had a brief moment where I was flashed next to a river in dank forests with wolves. I cannot remember if there was someone there. Usually these visions tend me towards, well, I was plagued by the Spider Queen in my nightmares. I can only imagine that this also means something.
I look at half over here what Chiri is saying is that you fought a spider, then you dreamt of a spider. You really know how to put two together.
Well, technically, you dreamt of a spider, then fought a spider.
Face.
We said we were going to fight a spider for the master. You dream of the spider, we fight the spider. Your vision came true.
Ronan,
What's the survival roll for?
Well, last time when I was moving, he made me do a survival roll to see if I was going to lose my way.
Well, that was going to happen, but you're swapping stories so long.
Oh, so he already had a roll.
Yeah,
I rolled it because I knew he was going to ask it.
You can't get past Ronan.
Ronan, child, I understand that you have a different view on the world, but the world does not work like that.
You weren't really talking to me. Continue with your previous conversation. I will try and not listen.
Okay, so your keen woodland sense is able to keep you on track as you progress through the grasslands.
I shake my elven femur at Ronan.
Child, you will be disciplined the next time you interrupt a conversation.
I walk on as if I don't even hear it. I'm like, la 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 la.
Yeah, that's right. Walk away. Walk away.
Don't make me turn
I
this
half turn
convoy
around
around.
saying, well, you just seem to, we can't seem to lose you, so.
That is so interesting, Shashira.
Do you have visions, my child?
Not at all. I sleep baby.
Would you like to have visions, my child?
In the day, yes.
You got some what's it? Hallucinogenic tea.
I want to do a nature check to find nature or investigation. Investigation's higher.
What do you want to
I
do?
want to look for like some kind of hallucinogenic weed.
As we're
Nature check.
As we're walking, every tree we pass by, I point at it and tell Pierce, you can hide over there.
You can hide over there.
over there.
Who are you talking to? You have no idea where I am.
Okay, so
We
first,
walked a long
okay,
distance,
so
though.
firstly, Pierce isn't listening to you because he sees something in the distance, but we'll get to that now. Shijiro,
Yes.
off to or slightly off the side of the path you are traveling on, you see bright red sort of splashes of color in amongst the tall grass. Going closer to investigate, you find some toadstools. You know these to be extremely hallucinogenic when licked, but poisonous when eaten. See that?
I like those guys.
There are 6 toadstools.
Got it. Thank you.
I like those kind of toadstools.
I quickly scamper them in. I want to keep them for secret.
Okay.
I help him pick it up and then lick one. Just
No, child, not yet. Not yet, child. No.
Oh, God.
With this, we will see tomorrow.
Oh.
Okay. From the westerly direction. Where the hell? Okay. This is unrelated to the next thing that's going to happen, but in a westerly direction, quite far in the distance, you hear the sound. Where the hell is it now? We could try to get the volume right.
That dragon.
From the
Still
west.
sounds far in the distance.
It's supposed to sound far in the distance.
So I'm like,
Wait, aren't we heading west?
No, you're heading east.
east.
Oh, sorry.
That green line.
East.
That dragon, we're
West.
not stressed about that dragon. That dragon's been patrolling this sort of area here.
Yeah.
Up this area.
Just letting you know it's still there.
And it didn't seem bothered by us, so we don't need to worry about it.
What's the time at the moment?
What's the time?
Mm.
It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Just give me a sec.
I love it when people do this, where they like need to handle something in the background. So is he saving a cat now?
Maybe we'll see a fight or Ryoko run past with the frying pan.
Oh,
Okay. Firstly, Pierce, you
Just setting up
see
a wolf.
oh,
delightful. In the distance to the east, you see a wagon. With me so far. So
Yeah.
it's ahead of you in the direction that you're traveling.
Yeah, but where are we? That's what I'm saying. What is the time? Because are we going to do this all in one day?
It's 3 o'clock.
Oh,
You are about here.
I am. I tug on Lysander and Shihiro's like sleeves and point at the wagon.
Well, you point. They don't see what you see yet.
I point again to the wagon and I'm like, "There's a wagon over there. Anybody else noticed?"
Now they see it.
How far away is it from us?
It's about 1 kilometer up the road.
Ah. So where is the wagon on the map?
Sorry, is it on a random road, or are we on a road, or
It's
are we out in
sort of a path, but it's not really a road per se.
Can I see?
Yeah.
let
Would we
me-
know if this path was sort of heading in the direction of Parabor, or where is it heading to and from?
You know Parabor to be quite far to the south of you on the other side of Lake Moranthi.
Yes.
Um,
The path. I'm just trying to gather which way the path's
Okay.
going. Like, is the path doing this, or is the path doing this?
No.
it's going towards the forest in the
So
easterly
along the
direction.
route sort of we're doing.
Yeah.
And we're coming up behind it. Is the wagon heading towards us, or
Oh.
away from
Is it
us?
moving or still standing?
Let me do this. Wait. Okay, the horse is on the front. It's going towards you.
Towards us.
Can I see the state of the wagon? Okay, well, it's being drawn by a horse at least. Is
Yes.
it like a merchant's wagon?
Doesn't appear to be a merchant's wagon. It looks a bit banged up. You see...
Have we been noticed?
Not at this time.
And it's moving forward.
It's moving forward. It's not going at a great pace. You see a humanoid figure driving the wagon.
Shortish, medium size, tallish.
Medium size.
Only
Medium
one.
size.
You see one.
I'll start walking towards it.
Ronan, can I have a perception check from you, please? You moving towards the wagon. You fail to notice some vines that have been precariously tied across the path in a prankster-like fashion, and you trip.
Oh no. He's got all the loot.
That's okay. He doesn't roll down a hill.
Okay.
Okay, so
I get up, I dust myself off, and I'm trying to see if I can see Pierce anyway.
You see Pierce hiding in a clump of grass next to the pathway.
No, I was actually talking to Lysander and Shira.
Oh,
about
was
the
that
wagon
stealth
at this
roll?
point.
Was that stealth roll not for that? Okay, continue. Do whatever you wanted to do. Lysander's approaching the wagon. Is that right?
Yep. Approaching.
Where's Shira at this point?
Well, you tugged on my sleeve. I'm checking the situation, so I'm not...
My idea is to stay with the one that's hanging back from the wagon.
Okay.
I'm swinging my crossbow around and just keeping it ready, aiming it at the wagon.
Who's the closest? It's Lysander.
It would be me.
How close are we to the wagon at the moment?
It's probably about 200 meters ahead of you at this time. At this
It
point.
doesn't sound like anybody else is moving.
No, I'm following behind you, but I've just got like 10 feet behind you, just following.
Okay, so as you approach the wagon, you see it appears to be there's a middle-aged woman wearing a sort of white blouse, a long blue skirt, and a bonnet. Everyone knows what a bonnet is.
Dr. Quinn, listen, woman.
So she sees you approach. She's driving her wagon. Just behind her, peeking out, you see two young children, a boy and a girl, in the back of the wagen.
So how close are we now?
Probably about 100 meters.
So close enough to talk.
As you,
or not yet?
you're getting there. As you start to approach, she pulls the wagon up short. She reaches for a short sword at her waist, and looks very frightened.
I carry on walking forward. I don't stop immediately, and while I'm walking, I casually say to her, "Hail, I mean no harm. We're merely walking through the passage here. Before we continue, are you all right?"
How travel with one of those? And she points at Ronan.
I immediately pull out my sword and things saying, "This is not the time for bad manners."
She's going to pull out her sword as well. She's taking a very clear defensive stance in front of the children.
I turn to her.
Popcorn.
I turn to her and I say, and I'm still walking forward. I don't stop. I turn to her and I say, "As I said, we mean you no harm. We're walking through here. I'm assuming you've had some bad dealings with orcs. This half-orc. He has ill will. In fact, he dabbles in the divine himself.
Orcs, half orcs. They're all the same. They destroyed the rest of our caravan. We were the only ones to get away.
Humans destroy things too. That doesn't mean all half-orcs stab you in the face."
And I look at
You're very
the
strong.
women and say, "Can you tell me something new? Orcs destroyed my the place where I grew up as well."
She looks confused.
Do I need to make a persuasion that she's...
I'm just trying to work out how to handle this whole thing. Okay, you're trying to calm her down.
Well, not really. I'm basically saying I'm walking past here, whether you calm or not.
If we get into 60 feet of them, I'm going to cast Divine Sense to see if there's any evil of them.
Okay.
So as soon as we get in 60 feet,
can
I
do
am
that?
casting the mind
I'm
sense.
I'm constantly walking.
Pierce, you see sort of there's arrows sticking out of the side of the wagon. The covering, the canopy is torn. The children have sort of tear-stained faces. There's tears in the side of the canopy.
While we're walking further still, because I'm assuming she's not replying to me. I'm gonna-
Humans destroy things too. She's terrified.
I turn to her and I say, I'm sorry for your loss. We've all suffered something at some point in our lives. How long ago did this happen? And I'm still walking towards her.
Don't come any closer. I don't know you, and we've been through so much.
I convinced her to shoot us.
Let me put it this way. I'm not walking towards her. If she's on, let's say they're in the center of the path, I'm walking to the left of the path. I'm not stopping.
So she's still sort of got her hand on her sword, and she's kind of watching you and Ronan, and now she sees the rest of you coming.
So,
in the
okay,
distance.
I stole my weapons and told her if we wanted to attack you, all 5 of us, we could have easily just hidden in the bushes and ambushed you.
Okay,
If we wanted to cause you ill, we could have
persuasion
any
check. It was about a day's ride back along the trail. So many of them. It happened so quickly.
A day's ride along the trail. Did you come from the Delore Forest? And I'm not stopping. I'm still walking.
It's south of the forest.
South of the forest. We can go and look and try assist if you want us to go and see what happened there. But we're on an urgent quest into the Delore Forest. I do not know if we'll have enough time to assist you.
Are there any other people that were injured or alive?
Everyone, we were the only. We don't think anyone else made it. There was a banner with the raiding party.
Do you know which banner it was?
I take up my book and ink.
I'm still walking towards her, not stopping.
The banner she describes to you matches the orc clan known as Dragonskin.
Write that down.
I want to ask her where she's heading. Where she thinks she's heading.
So I basically tell it, describe the banner again.
Okay, she describes again. It's a
I
dragon.
try and
It's
I give her extra detail, saying, was it similar to the dragon face itself? Was it had a metallic thing to it? Was any of them wearing an armor but basically had a certain color to it?
Performance check from Pierce.
Oh dear.
She, as you're describing what you know of the Dragonskin clan, her eyes are getting sort of bigger and she looks more and more frightened. That's exactly them. Those are the people that we. Oh fuck! I love this. The banner, the colors, everything is exactly as you've described. Okay, so Pierce, you've come around to the back of the wagon. You're kind of popping up, doing a bit of a dance. I don't know if you've got a musical instrument.
Nope.
No. Describe to me how you want to sort of entertain the children.
Well, peekaboo, like the whole hide behind the wagon, boo, come out, surprise them, hide again, hop around the other side, do
So
that kind of thing.
the children are a bit frightened when they first see you, but you have a very non-threatening appearance, and they start to first smile and then laugh and giggle when they see you making a fool of yourself and doing the peekaboo.
I turn to the lady and I
Act
say,
like a trip and fall a few times. Kids like that.
The little girl gives you. She reaches out to you. She's got a small doll in her hands.
I pretend like I devour it and I sneak it back on the wagon.
She looks shocked that you would eat the doll.
I turn to the lady and I say, you see, we mean no harm, and I pull out my hand and I produce like a flame here. If we wanted to do something, you would have felt it a long time ago. We'll look into your village later.
That's where I interrupt Lysander. I said, we will not look into the village later. We will look into the village as soon as we can.
Dun dun dun.
I don't understand the difference between those two.
I'm sorry, Ronan, and we're on...
It's on the way.
It's not on the way.
It's It's on
Do
the
you-
path to the south of the trees.
Do you have a map?
Show the map.
Okay, so she draws roughly where the encampment is.
Not going there. I'm sorry. We on urgent business. We don't have time for this.
Also, the lady
I
does
agree
the-
with
You'll
Lysander.
vent for another day.
Unless there's something for us to gain, which she
If
believes.
you must go, Ronan.
No, I'll just look at everyone. It's fine to go look at a tower for a whole entire day that was off the path.
I agree, and I've learned my lesson on my travels, and I think we've all been burnt badly in this. I've learned my lesson. I won't be fooled again twice. The master clearly gave us a sign that day when we went to the tower, and that was that we were not ready, and that until we have finished our task, we should not be swayed. I insist on Law Forest. If you have to go to the Orc camp, you may do so on your own, but I will be going to the Law Forest to try finish this quest.
If I may, the orcs might not be there when we get back from the Delore Forest. I'll go to the orc camp first, but the Delore Forest will still be there.
If we have to split the party, we have to split the party.
Interesting.
What do you want your orcs?
Look at these people. They've been through hell. How can we just leave that?
She said there were no other survivors other than them.
She said she thought.
Ronan, you have helped me to vanquish my demons. I will help you with yours. Maybe when night falls, we can take a quick detour past the camp and see what is going on there. Return in the daylight and then meet back with the party.
I don't think we'll make it that distance. The most we'll make it is most probably about a year before we have to actually rest for the night.
It's 3 o'clock. Yeah, you can have about another 8 kilometers.
Cool. Let's go and then camp. Set up camp and decide there.
Lysander still wants to head into the direction of the Delore Forest.
Just decide amongst yourselves. I can't tell you where to
Oh, I'm saying Lysander will still
Can
be
you
going
hear
to
me?
the Delore
Yeah.
Forest.
We
To the group, and
I understand if Shijiro and Ronan have to go elsewhere.
I turned to the group and I said, you don't understand. These orcs don't just push one area. They want to dominate. So we might want to do the master's wishes, but the casualties that will follow if they're not handled will be too high.
I turn to the old lady and I say, how many orcs were there?
the band that attacked us was difficult to count. There were at least 8.
And did that seem like a scouting party?
I know so little of the ways of orcs.
Well, I asked her about the one wearing, I explained to the group, I said the armor I explained is one of high rank. So if one of them was wearing the colored armors I described, that means that there's one high ranking in between them. That means that is more than a scouting party. This is a party waiting to invade.
We either to the end of the road to the orcs, or to the end of the road to the forest. So let's go to the end of the road.
That's
I
very astute.
I agree with getting to the forest. And well, Ronan child, we don't have to rest. We set up the camp, we stay with the rest, and then when night falls, we venture out.
We won't be able to make that a night and back. Or
Won't
we
we?
won't be rested.
That is true.
I said
But-
fatigue will get us and they will overrun us. We will be sloppy in our
Yeah,
stealth. It's not a good idea.
if you choose not to camp and push into the night, you will risk exhaustion.
We can risk some exhaustion. I need to consult the bones.
Do they have
Yes,
any supplies to help us on our way?
Ronan, you look like you know orcs a bit.
It looks like an orc a bit.
Just a little bit, might know orcs.
They don't
I
seem
know
to have a
plenty
lot
half
of.
orcs. I don't know orcs. A lot of orcs myself.
They don't seem to have taken a lot with them when they fled. There's meager supplies. They've got a couple of blankets.
Potions or anything.
Orcs take a village. How long do they normally stay before they move on?
Well, like I explained to you, I said I grew up amongst humans. I know these particular orcs because these are the orcs that killed my father, and they are actually looking for me. So even if the chance is, if someone else tells them or has seen us, they will come find us and ambush us.
Which would be bad.
Maybe we should not set up camp to the side of the road.
Okay, so the lady looks a little bit calmer. She seems very tired, like she hasn't slept in a very long time. Do you perhaps know the way to Parabor?
I show her on the map.
It is going to be a long journey. Thank.
Especially where she is now.
Yep.
Yeah, she's going the very wrong direction.
Well, she fled in terror.
Terror.
She
She fled in terror from the spider beach.
What is the name of the village you came from? Just so we have a name of the area.
Name of the village.
Make the DM think. I don't understand it. I said, if you don't want to go, you don't have to. But you don't understand. If I stay with you, they will find us. They are looking for me.
That's fine, but
It is
you
the
quite
village-
rightly pointed out the tower.
It is
I have
the-
no intention of making this
It is the village of Arbor.
Arbor. I asked the lady, is there any easy sneaking way into the village? Is there any back ways? Is there anything we should know about the village if we actually want to try and engage them to have an advantage?
The defenses were overrun. The village wall was pretty much destroyed in one attack. We are not great at building walls.
I have an idea. If I may, if we went on our road, the orcs, if they are moving, looting, plundering and pillaging,
Wow, that's a
make our campfire seem large enough for it to be another small settlement in order to lure them towards us, so we can ambush them. And we don't have to go out of our way, we make them come to us.
let me
That is a good idea.
do this rather.
Thank you, I like ambushing.
While Ronan's talking about the tower and everything else again, I doubt him. I feel like I had a special draw to the far west in the Icebound Peaks. I sort of ignored that personal pull, that personal journey. I went with the party to the tower, but it seems we keep hitting a snag where we realize we're not actually meant to be doing these side journeys. We're not meant to be doing these random events there. These are merely distractions, and clearly
I put my hand on Lysander and I say, what the master was teaching us to fight our own demons. The master had a request of us, but still, the biggest thing she was teaching us was to find the need to find mine.
True,
I
but
like-
we might need to resolve her piece first. She's given us a quest. She stated it is of urgent time, and the last thing I want to do is throw my own selfish self into these things.
Where are we heading after the forest?
Well, I'm still agreeing with Pierce
once
that we can discuss this at the campfire.
Once you've recovered the tiles from the forest, you can in the vault at the master's mansion.
Which is my intention.
I can find out about the sword.
Without going out of our way, we can lure the orcs towards us.
Well, the thing is anyone a good tracker? So if we do go to the village and they go off, that we will be able to track them. Keeping in mind that if they have an idea where I am, that they might ambush us. So we might not have a surprise, they might have a surprise on us.
In my opinion, let them come. We have urgent business.
We're gonna be doubling back. I reckon they're gonna stay at the town. They're orcs. They're not running anywhere.
If we follow
on the way back to
the logic that these are primal, roguish crude beasts, No offense, Ronan.
Can
There is the possibility that they will be having a feast tonight, so they will be partying.
yeah, but that's what I want to ask Warren. Can I do a history check through the stories of a village that I actually know about orc raids and how long they last,
Sure.
just to see if I actually have knowledge of it? And
You seem to be struggling to recall how long the orcs were there from the stories that you heard from your parents. Can't imagine why.
I suspect they will be staying the night.
I'll say it like this: I'm so focused on vengeance, I can't recall anything.
Let's work with that. I suspect they will be staying the night. I'm sure we will find them in the morning.
I'm pretty sure that they will send some of their scouts back to report on their progress, so they won't move immediately. We might actually have a day or two before they actually set off.
Are we in accord? Will
I'm
we
happy
set
either
up
way.
camp?
I'm in accord for setting up camp, but I have no intention of going.
I look at Lysander and said, then we better get the master's mission finished now.
That's exactly my point.
I dig this music. Okay.
We're having an in-depth discussion and you're digging the music.
I'm listening. Okay, so
Lysander,
we are-
and I tell Spiro that
okay, so we are approaching 11 o'clock. So I'm gonna say I'll give you the camp, and you can discuss during the week what you guys want to do, and then we
we
can
can level up as well.
and you can get your level, and you can go from there in the morning with what you want to with whatever you've decided.
We're
we gonna-
still spending the night, but we're getting a complete rest.
Okay, are we just supposed to do a quick who stays up when? Or you're just gonna say we had a peaceful night's sleep?
I will do my watch from stealth.
Let me. Who wants to be responsible for what happens?
What do you mean?
You already have my opinion
I'm
here.
go- One of you roll a thing. Depending on what that roll is, depends on what happens.
I
That's
will be
not
taking
Lysander's
watch.
I-
with-
Who's going to do the roll?
I
None of
nominate
them.
bombs.
I say Lysander rolls. Because
it's a
if
D12.
Lysander rolls bad, then I'm gonna say I told you so.
I'm not rolling, so you can do what you want. I nominate Lysander.
It's going to be a D12.
Okay, let's put blame on me here. When I take watch, I will not be keeping watch. I will be doing herbalisty, medicine-y stuff. So if
Okay.
you want to place blame on me,
All your crazy woman talk and roll instead.
/roll space D12.
1d12.
1D12.
oh, is Iran doing it?
Well, Aaron's impatient.
I'm impatient.
Okay, 7. Okay, the night's going to pass pretty much uneventfully with that roll. So that's fine. You can discuss what you want to do next week.
Cool.
So, and with that,
And with that then,
so you valiantly fought your way into the lair of Vithrax, the giant spider.
Spider biatch.
You had to
Still
fight
still.
your way through a new thing for you, which was obscure terrain, and managed to emerge fairly unscathed. You recovered 3 of the tiles which are required to get into the vault, and you came across a woman and her 2 children fleeing from a raid on her village, and are trying to decide where you want to go next. Pretty much sums it up.
Pretty much.
That pretty much sums it up.